It is beginned.
Wonderful.
So what is everybody doing at this moment?
I am probably... What's the time? Noon? We usually start at noon.
Sure.
Having lunch. With a person. Yeah. That's what Woody's doing.
What about Venus?
Driving.
Cool. What's Lilith up to? I don't want to know.
She's just scheduling out her week.
And payback.
This is BDSM erasure.
Yeah. Roll me a 1d10, please.
Five.
He is currently in a knife fight with a hobo.
As you do.
The hobo wants his nice pretty cloak.
I thought you were going to say the hobo won.
No, it's not going well for the hobo at all.
Is payback also using a knife?
No. No.
He's in a knife fight, but not fighting with a knife. Don't
Did he
misunderstand.
bring a gun to a knife fight?
The only weapon Payback has are shock gloves.
Ah.
Don't bring
Go
a
ahead
glove
and roll
to a
that
knife.
for me.
Is unarmed?
Yeah.
With shock gloves? Let's see. It's firefight. You get extra dice for knowing a martial art?
It depends on what the martial art gives you. If you have a martial art technique of you get extra dice on this attack, then you do. Otherwise, no. Yeah, it's not going very well for the hobo.
If you're familiar with Scar from Full Metal Alchemist, yeah, Payback generally just grabs him by the face and starts shocking until his eyes pop.
That, I believe, is called a dick move.
Alright, so there is a freshly blind hobo with a knife wandering around in an alleyway somewhere.
Wonderful.
And you are all getting calls, other than payback.
Yes. Woody picks up.
Yeah, well, this doesn't have anything super important planned this week, so she'll pick up.
You are all being requested to come to a meeting at a local diner.
May I ask who's requesting?
A representative of Shiawase.
This could be fun.
And I asked them what time.
2 hours from now.
I tell them to hold on a moment, cover the voice recorder, talk to the person I'm having lunch with, and then get back on the phone and say that should be fine. I will be there.
Alright, nobody else has any issues then.
If you contact the number man, um, all Payback's going to hear is "you have work," and then unconsciousness.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
Lilith is like
Payback.
penciled in this time for her schedule as like a run time instead of her normal work time. So yeah, she'll just kind of sigh and go with it.
Them's the breaks.
How early is everybody getting there?
On time. 15 minutes early. I will look at the amount of time it takes to get there and leave 15 minutes earlier than that.
Alright, Venus.
15.
Lilith.
5.
Alright, so Venus and Woody, you get up there first. The first thing that you're going to notice is that the diner is closed.
Hmm.
You can see a well-dressed man sitting at a table in there. And somebody unconscious on the other side.
So unconscious man and somebody sitting on the other side of the table. The unconscious man, is that you said?
Yes.
All right. I knock on the door. Hey there, y'all all right in there?
Come in.
I open the door, or attempt to, and enter if it's unlocked.
It is unlocked.
And if the other person is there, I look at them and open the door for them. You said 2 of us arrive at the same time. And then we enter, or I enter at least. I don't know about the other person.
Venus is short-circuiting.
Now, I would like to point out that Payback would not arrive unconscious. Like, he doesn't get dropped off or anything. Just getting knocked out is how they pick him up and put him in his armor and stuff. He would wake up in an alleyway nearby. And
But this is more convenient.
I could see being a meat puppet, yes.
Well, either way, Payback wakes up around this time.
He does not move or flinch or give any sign to waking up whatsoever. He just sits there, unmoving. Which he can do for 16 more hours. Because
Good.
because if you think about it, since he has surface loss amnesia, he doesn't have any kind of reference for what would be considered a social norm.
Sure.
And then Lilith shows up.
She's going to gently knock on the door.
Come in.
And she will enter, dressed nicely but not in her armor. Instead, just quietly waiting.
Alright, so one thing that all of you will notice is that there is a tarp on the floor covering 2 lumps.
I walk around them.
You don't have to.
Okay.
They're at the back
So does all this look suspicious? Like something has happened? Something uncouth?
Untoward.
I don't know, does it?
I mean, I deal with a lot of lumps.
It's true. Yeah. So I look to the man, presumably the Johnson, and say, I don't suppose this is anything I should be worrying about, eh?
That is exactly what you should be worrying about.
And what is it you want us to be doing here? Or do you want to... Or first, I guess, is this everybody? Like, we wait around for 5 minutes.
Should be everybody. At that point,
Alright.
he will stand up and walk over to the tarp. He pulls the tarp off, and there is a decapitated body.
Oh, gee.
I like them better when they have their heads on.
Is it a gruesome decapitation? Is it a clean cut?
It was not a very clean cut.
Geez, looked like some sort of brown bear must have gotten this one, or a cougar of some sort.
He also has a large injury on his chest.
Gaping wounds, just bloody
A
clothes.
large gash.
So the head's missing, large gash in the front, and putting two and two together, Woody's gonna ask. So, I'm thinking one of two things: either you want to figure out who did this, or you want this to go away.
Perceptive. Good. We're going with column A this time.
All right. Got any leads?
You have the whole crime scene.
All right. Well, before we start doing any work, I think business is a thing to be discussed. Is something Woody elaborates on in his usual tone.
I feel like I should be offended on behalf of Canadians.
Probably.
He's a caricature, I'll admit.
I'm offering 15K for each of you if you can figure out what happened and who's responsible. An extra 10 if you can apprehend whoever did this.
$25K is nothing to sneeze at. But we could be dipping our hands into some powerful enemies here. Who's to say, like someone out there is, I don't know. He's going to say like, we don't know who did this. That's the nature of the crime. But we could be going somewhere we're not supposed to be snooping. Through the process of finding out who did this, I think 25K is nice, but you could make it a little sweeter. And he's going to look to the group for confirmation in his, everybody wants more money, right?
Lilith is gonna look and say, I believe that we are, at least I am a rather skilled professional who is very good at interview processes, and it strikes me that if you have any witnesses or suspects and you want to actually be sure who they are rather than just shoot first and hope, that I should at least get some consideration for the amount of expertise I'm bringing to your little conundrum here.
Alright. So if
And
you would like to negotiate,
Yeah, is this a contracts negotiation?
if it's diplomacy, Woody has 10. If it's contracts, sounds like you might have more.
I do.
yeah, this would be contracts. So who is going to be doing the leadership? The team.
Woody's just bringing up the fact that they should probably he'd like for the team to get more. If there's any further pressing, he's fine doing some assistance there. In fact, he's going to inspire Lilith, if that's okay.
Yeah,
Leadership
fine.
inspire.
Alright, so go ahead and leadership.
All right, blip, 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 and this is inspire specialty. Yes. Inspiring for.
I believe
I'm trying to-
direct is the one for giving dice.
All right, so just 8 dice.
Inspire might
Cute.
be the initiative one.
Okay. So there are 2 extra dice for you.
Well, my pool goes up to 17.
Nice.
Alright, now are you spending edge on that?
No, I'm not.
Alright. I believe I'm paying you enough.
Woody shrugs. Worth a shot. All right, 25 to snag the sucker and bag him.
If you have any further questions, you can call me using the same number I called you.
Excellent. And did we establish? I'm sorry, I just couldn't. My brain was kind of off for a second. Did we establish if they wanted the suspect alive or dead when they got them?
Apprehended.
Apprehended.
While you guys are doing the negotiation, Payback would have stood up and gone over to examine the bodies. And what he's going to do is he's going to scan them using his helmet sensors.
There's just the one body.
Oh, there's just the one?
The other lump was his head.
Oh. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. For the dead guy. But, yeah, he's going to run a full scan over the body. He's going to be looking for, like, powder residue or, like, tool marks, things like that.
Alright, what kind of sensors do you got?
Rating, the sensor array is rating 8, and I have X-ray, olfactory, D-mic, ultrasound, radio signal, MAD scanner, and cyberware scanner. All at rating 8.
Nice.
So, what do you want me to roll for that?
Perception.
I could do that.
Again, I can. Well, can Woody assist with this with just his perception?
Yeah, you can add your perception. Roll that as
Sweet.
teamwork.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. This perception. Is there any way I could apply scent to this? Perhaps if there were any chemicals used, it would be applicable.
Yeah.
No.
Alright. 2 again.
Alright.
Yeah, add it.
Okay. Nope. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'll edge that. So, 8 dice again. Wonderful. Have fun with 3 dice.
It's not bad. Let's see. What modifiers do I have? Because this is one of those things I probably should have written down earlier. Ooh! Nice! I forgot that I have Cyber Eyes with vision enhancements.
Great! Great, great,
Don't
great.
think. Wow, I roll a lot of dice in that case. Okay.
And vision enhancement will apply.
So does Sync. Sync is awesome. Not that great, though.
And was that with the 3 extra?
Yeah, that was with everything.
Alright, so it looks like whatever was hacking into the chest was some kind of curved blade with a pointed end. And it looks like the same weapon was used to decapitate the target. It looks like it took 3 swings, and the blade would have been on the inside of the curve. You also notice 2 small puncture wounds on both sides of the neck.
Like
Like
needle
1
marks?
each.
Are the puncture marks matching? Like, did something go through?
Like there's 1 on each side of the neck. Like they were, the decapitation went between the 2.
Oh, fun.
Did something
you
open
put
up
the-
like a decapitation umbrella inside of this poor bastard?
It's like if you put the head back in place, they would be like close to each other.
But seriously, did we get ourselves into a decapitation umbrella situation?
Maybe so.
Well, that's disconcerting. It's a very disconcerting kind of day.
You also find that this person did not have any cyberware.
Huh.
Was the scanner able to identify what drug was used on him, if any?
You did not detect any drugs.
Alright, in that case, he's gonna use his scanner to go and just take pictures of the whole thing.
Alright. So you can review your results at any time.
Useful. Yeah, that's pretty much all Payback has to offer for that one. Like, he'll direct, he'll DNI the information that he got to the rest of the group if he has their numbers, but other than that, he'll just kind of loom and stand in the back.
Alright, and Woody,
Yes.
while you were sniffing around,
Mhm.
you noticed what seems to be some kind of faint blood trail. A blood trial.
Oh no! Watch out! These witches are concocting legal business over there.
It sounds like some sort of torture ritual.
A blood trail. All right.
Yes.
So I point this out to the group. Like, it looks like our perhaps our attacker may have not gotten as clean a getaway as they had hoped.
You also notice that the Johnson has left.
So does the blood trail lead to them? Are they the killer? Is this a is this one of those find him, wink wink situations? All right. So, yeah, I point out to the group. I'm like, "There's a blood trail. Let's see where it goes." Or perhaps I'm
what
going
is-
to see where it goes.
Where is
I
it
think
leading?
I'm fine.
Another thing that Payback would have noticed is that there is a camera in this room.
Hmm.
Oh, is that so? All right.
So the question is there a back room?
Yeah.
Is that where the blood trail is leading to?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, where does the blood trail lead? Woody asks his nose.
You have some kind of tracker.
Tracking? That's a skill I have. I will roll my tracking dice. Is it better to pre-edge or post-edge with 9 dice and 3 edge?
Post.
Yeah, post.
So, all right, I am rolling, and then I'm rolling again. 4 dice successes. 4 dice successes.
Alright. The trail, it's kind of hard to follow
Mhm.
since it's very small.
Yeah,
and
my
periodic.
specialty's tracking in forests anyway.
You're able to find that it's going out the door and down the sidewalk.
How far does it go before it trails off?
Do you follow it the entire way?
I tell the team that I think I got a lead, and yes, I do.
At this point, Payback is going to point out the camera.
Yes, Woody leaves you to that. And
Well,
Woody also has on his arm a large Marlin rifle across his shoulder at all times.
Lovely's gonna look around and see if there's any like dwellings or residences around.
Does anybody have any common sense?
Has anyone ever made a character with common sense?
No, but I have honest face.
I didn't have the karma for common sense.
I think it would make sense to give Woody common sense, but he does not have it right now. No.
Alright, so
Well,
nobody realizes that Woody just walked away without giving anyone his phone number.
Oh. Well. Too late for that. If anybody needs me, call the Johnson and ask for my number.
Hey, Sophie. Sophie.
No, fucking.
What?
You. I don't know anything about Venus. So, I mean.
No, shoot my phone.
Can I-
please.
Do I even have? All right, I'd be defaulting on this. Can I roll etiquette for giving my number away?
Yes.
All right, I got a success.
One success is enough.
Yes, all right. Like, oh, before I go, here's my contact info. I'll let you know if I find anything. It's more Wisconsin than Canadian, really.
So yes, if that's the case, then I guess Payback will go and try and find where the camera's connected to.
There is a small office in the back.
Is the door locked? No, it doesn't matter.
The door is locked. Would you like to fix that?
Yes. Yes. Payback will kick the door until it stops being locked.
Or a door. Or it stops being a door.
It wasn't a very good lock.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, Payback doesn't even have to do that. He has an angle grinder. There's no such thing as a locked door in that case.
So it's just like, jiggle the handle, let's not open. Oh well, whips out a fucking power tool. You never know when you
Carve
need
off
one!
the hinges.
Yeah. Fun fact: you can go through an inch-thick padlock in 15 seconds with an angle grinder.
Nice. What about bolt cutters? Where do they find their place in your heart?
For smaller locks that need to be taken out quietly. Angle grinders are not quiet. But they are fast.
Fair.
What does Payback find in the office?
Right. Office supplies, some spare items, some like ingredients just kind of thrown around. This is also a storage room. And there's a computer.
Huh. He'll try the computer first to see if it's unlocked.
Right. The monitor turns on and shows a login screen.
Payback is going to look around the computer to see if someone put a post-it note with the password and login information.
Give me a perception.
Roll your edge.
And I guess this time without the extra 3. There you go.
Yeah, you actually find a pile of like spare IDs and a list of everybody's usernames and passwords.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a small company full of people who probably get shifted around really quickly. Like, no one remembers what the password is. It's just right there. He will enter that. He will, well, the first thing he'll do is try to find the highest looking ranking person, like a manager or something, which I presume would be, like, listed there, and enter their credentials.
Alright, so you enter the computer, you have manager access.
Can he bring up any security, like the security camera? Is that connected to the computer?
Yes.
Alright, in that case, he's going to rewind the security camera until there's no longer a body in the middle of the floor.
Alright, and you are currently Urius Kokorin.
Huh.
That's a name.
Huh. So this was a restaurant, right?
A diner, yes.
Did it serve goulash? Because that feels like a very white European thing to serve.
So you rewind the camera. It is now 2 nights ago, and there's not a body there. You saw a brief flash of what looked like a conflict.
Alright, he's going to just watch that section. It raises the question of how long is this taking?
With your perception, a lot less time than it could be taking.
You want me to give you another visual perception?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just really good at seeing things. BioWare, yo.
So you will actually find this time faster than it takes for Woody to follow the trail.
Faster than it takes for me to walk. Nice.
So what does Payback see on the camera? Does he get a face of the attacker? And the other information?
So you see the victim. He's standing over where he was killed. It's adjusting a tie. You then see, you hear a ding and you see the door opening. There is a man in a cloak. He turns to face the camera, and you can see that he's wearing a skull mask. Walks over to the camera, pushes it over so that it's pointing less towards the person. There's a while where you can't see him, and then he shows up back on camera again, right behind where the guy was. You can no longer see him. You see him pulling out a scythe from his cloak and stabbing the guy. He then pounces on him, and after a short period, he shows up again.
Can Payback tell anything about his clothes besides the cloak and the mask?
Well, while he's getting back up, you can see him putting his mask back on. So at some point while he was down there, he took it off.
Is Payback able to see any defining features, skin color, facial hair? Oh, here's a good one. Anything that would indicate gender.
From a variety of brief flashes, across the incident, you're able to put together an idea of their exact body type. This person is male.
No skin color, though? Nothing like that?
No, their body is entirely covered.
Are they wearing gloves?
Yes.
Are they wearing bracers? Or forearm armor?
They have long sleeves that go up to their gloves.
And is there anything identifiable about the scythe? Is it like a signet, here's a good word. Is it is it stylized in any way, shape, way, or form? Or is it just like a regular reaping scythe?
It is a regular reaping scythe.
Out of character, this guy really, really hated this dude.
Lilith has been kind of following along watching this, and she's gonna say, what's the approximate time of the attack?
Oh, I completely forgot something that you would have noticed while you were looking around with your sensors. There was actually a small amount of a clear liquid around the two puncture wounds.
But no idea what they are. Or what it is. To be fair, I'd probably need someone with an access to a medical database or something for that. Or with chemistry skills. Like an alchemist.
You could tell that it's not water.
So it's like jelly or dried tacky, something like that. Alright, what Payback's going to do with this information is he's going to compress it into a file and essentially fire it to everyone else's comm links that he has the numbers to.
Alright. Does that include Woody?
Yes, like with his observations and the clip.
Woody's going to check his basic drug database and check what that liquid might be.
Lilith is gonna try to figure out what the timestamp on that video is. Also,
Furthermore, the extensive drug database.
So she doesn't hang out with a lot of other magic users, but her discipline is in black magic. Does she recognize the skull? Is this a group of people she might have just seen at the places she hangs out?
I want you to give me an edge roll.
While Lilith is doing that, here's a question: did anyone go with Payback when he wandered into the back?
Lilith said that.
Oh, Lilith followed. Then yeah, Lilith would probably notice this, given.
You do not recognize this guy. And what has Venus been up to?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi.
I'm so weird.
That was weird.
It was.
What was Payback saying?
There was a question being asked. I believe.
Yes. I asked what Venus was up to.
Yes.
She's just following the others.
Alright, so everybody is hanging out in the cramped back room.
Is Venus a magic caster or a tech person or something like that?
She's an adept.
Alright, But yeah. Does Lilith recognize these guys?
No.
No.
Oh well, it was worth a shot. I mean, they look like people I might have talked with. And she'll say that out loud. She'll be like, I'm kind of surprised I don't know these people.
There was a chance.
There was a chance. Actually, given how this guy's dressed, would Payback recognize anything about him? Or more specifically, would he recognize this as someone who is like him?
Payback doesn't remember anything.
Well, Payback knows what he looks like. Who was a man in a helmet that doesn't come off with a custom ballistic mask on the front and the cloak.
Yeah,
This is
you
a mask
explicitly
on the
did see that his mask was off at one point.
This is true.
So this guy. So did this guy just show his face to the camera?
No.
We just saw readjusting the mask and finally had it off at some point.
Hmm. But we do have footage of the killer.
Yes.
Like, albeit shrouded, albeit masked. Footage of the man of the. Do we have footage of the murder?
Yes, actually.
Pretty heavily implied.
Yeah,
The
here, let me-
actual murdering is not on camera.
Mm.
But you saw him pull out a scythe and take a swing.
Alright. So, two things with Woody. A, Woody does have a level 3 advanced med kit with an extensive drug database as part of the level 2 med kit. If there's any question of what that clear viscous fluid might have been, Woody's willing to check that out. B, Woody's on an adventure. Has Woody found anything
Yes.
following this trail?
So the trail ends right by an apartment complex.
Alright. I let the group know. Trail from the scene of the crime, bloody trail, led from the body to this apartment complex, and I give them the address.
Was the video timestamped?
Yes, the video was timestamped.
Okay, well, let's gonna note that down and start making way towards the apartment complex.
This was 2 nights ago. Around, say, 2 a.m.
Alright.
She's
And-
gonna put on her her anti-acid. What is that? It's like the cloak to help with acid rain, because she's fucking Shadowrun. So she hides her nicer clothes.
Okay. Anything getting back with the cross-referencing to the extensive drug database? Or should I get back to the body to test
So
with
when
that?
you put that through your database,
Mhm.
it does not show up as any known drug.
Yeah, in an extensive drug database.
Correct.
Okay. No. Okay.
I mean, it could have been like reagent of some kind.
Hmm.
Once Payback's done doing the computer thing, I guess, he's actually probably gonna search the rest of the building for any other clues. Like, I'm trying to think if this would be outside of his one logic purview. Because it's, like, me personally, if I were doing it, what I would start looking for were financial records to see if he was in debt to anyone. But I'm not sure if that would fall into...
My medkit is just one rank short of analysis of body fluids.
Yeah, I mean, if there's nothing glaringly obvious, I don't think Payback would think of it.
Mm. So Woody does not infiltrate the apartment complex on his own. Asks the group if they want to come to him or if he should go back to them.
Lewis says, I'm heading over.
Alright.
Payback will follow Lilith.
Alright, and I believe there's one more member.
Venus follows.
Are you alright? Also,
Yeah.
pills.
Oh, yeah.
Medicine. Like 41 minutes ago.
How scary are y'all looking?
Not very.
You have a giant gun, so we're gonna put that on the maybe
Okay.
pile.
That's fair. That's fair.
What time of day is it?
It's like 1 in
This
the
was
afternoon.
2 in the afternoon. By now it would be like 2:30.
All right, then. For the sake of common sense, Payback would probably stick to the side streets and alleyways on the way up, because despite wearing a full cloak, a full monochromatic cloak, he's still not subtle, being 5.5 feet tall and wearing a metal mask. That does the Darth Vader breathing when he breathes into it.
So he's like a short Darth Vader?
All right. Also,
Conveniently, that's where the trail goes through.
to the addition of Gia pointing out I have a giant gun, I would like to point out to the GM, in fact, my gun's conceal modifier is in fact +9. So work
So,
that
is
into whatever you need
that
to.
a restricted or forbidden?
It's restricted, but given my history and the fact that I do have a actual sin, I should have a license for it.
Yeah, so you would be displaying that.
Yeah.
So any cops that were coming around would just see, like, oh, yep, he's got the restriction right there.
Well, I'm supposed to have it. It's part of my job.
Yeah.
The job I currently still have. So that'd be
you
okay
wouldn't
with
get
the
in
cops?
trouble with anything.
Okay, sweet. Well, just cops or anybody.
You are
It's like,
officially registered and are
Yeah.
showing everybody at all times that you are officially registered.
Yeah. But also, if somebody sees me, they're not going to see me and then my gun. Somebody sees me, they're seeing me and my gun. Anyway. Proceed.
How scary is Venus looking?
She looks like a preppy goth, so not really.
Okay, so Lilith's gonna look at her and go, "You can help me with this." Then the other two go, "Maybe you two should, I don't know, bond? Whatever it is men do when they're alone?"
So, it's going to take you guys 15 minutes to get over there. And 10 minutes of Woody just standing there outside an apartment complex with a giant gun. Somebody is going to come out.
Alright. I greet them.
You here to stay?
I'm waiting for some friends.
No loitering. Go away.
Can I diplomacy?
You can attempt.
Alright, my angle is going to be you want me to be here. There's a problem that might be on your hands, and we're taking care of it so you don't have to.
Your pest
Wait,
control.
let me go see how many minuses you're going to get for this.
I like the idea that the Ghostbusters were exterminators. So we saw a cockroach up on 5.
I'm here to take care of it from floor 1.
Right, NPC is suspicious, -1. Your desired result is harmful, -3.
Quick question.
One.
Could you describe the NPC? What's this dude look like?
He looks like the kind of person who would live in this area. This is not a good neighborhood. He
How
is
close is he to
slightly
you?
more well-dressed than average.
By the way, my clothes are good.
Ah.
Good pants, shirt, shoes, socks.
He would be wearing a quality of used good.
So I am a well-dressed person. Loitering, albeit, but loitering well-dressed.
Well, not well-dressed, but all-right dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe in you, Woody.
So, yeah, just -4.
Okay. So I'm rolling a 6. Let me see. Wait, hold on. Do I have any gear? Nope, no perfumes for Woody. I'm gonna say he has his chainsaw in his car right now. 3 successes.
That would probably be a good thing to say.
3 successes.
What? What's going on? What's wrong?
So this is a
Somebody
particularly
bring
crime.
a drug lab in here again?
Maybe better, maybe worse, but that's something you don't have to worry about if you let us stay.
Us?
Like I said, I'm waiting for some friends.
Alright. Well, you're welcome to investigate.
I give him a salute. Thank you, sir.
He crit glitched his resistance.
Nice. Ah. So,
Anything you need, I'll be at my desk.
Again, I thank him for his time. I'll hold him to that, but I won't press him for anything until the team arrives.
as I
There's a
think
rabbit
about
in
it,
my driveway.
Ooh, drive it.
the way Payback's dressed, he's probably going to need to sneak there in order to not arouse suspicion.
Oh wait, also,
Hey, give me an edge roll.
Who, me?
Yes.
I actually have urban sneaking. Would you like me to roll that instead?
No. Hey, yeah, the path is completely clear all the way there. Nobody to hide from. All the cameras just conveniently, like, turn away from you if they're even around.
Well, given the direction his life has been going so far, he had to have some good luck somewhere. So yes, 2:00 in the afternoon, he will appear in an alley. A giant man in a cloak with glowing eyes.
Yep, there's nobody hanging out around there. So you're seeing that there is actually a back entrance to this area, as well as a fire escape. And there are a few dumpsters around.
Is the back entrance locked?
Do you try to find out?
Yeah.
It is locked.
What does the door look like?
It looks like it's made of cheap wood.
Door number 2.
Huh.
Probably not real wood.
Payback knocks on it.
It falls
off.
over.
Does it?
Yes.
So, as soon as the door opens, Payback will send a message to Woody. I'm here. I'm inside.
I'll send
And,
the message. Oh, I mean, if not earlier, Woody will message now. It's like a person I believe to be the landlord came out. We're welcome to ask any questions we need to.
At
Probably
which point, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just pretty much just like we probably don't need to break in if at this point.
Payback will look at the door and be like, "Oops."
Lilith's gonna try to go to that front office.
Alright.
Sure.
Actually, she's gonna stop and ask Woody, What did you tell him?
I said we're
The
here.
landlord.
I said we're here to make one of his problems go away, or more importantly, not become one. Make one of his
Okay,
problems not
she's
become a
gonna
problem.
kind of think for a second and take off her cloak so her very fancy clothes are exposed.
Nice.
Yeah, so she's wearing a nice like skirt and blouse combination with nice jewelry and pretty good like pair of shoes. They're practical. They're like business attire.
Dressing smart.
Mm-hmm. And then she's going to head into the office.
Yeah, probably. And what do I mention? Like, probably just mention you're with the guy with the gun outside, or you're with the guy who is standing outside.
Yeah.
If you want his full cooperation.
Well, I have a plan. And like I'm gonna how old is Venus?
19.
19. And let me double check the Osage. I should know this off the top of my head, but I don't because I'm an asshole. Okay. And what meta variant is Venus, and like what race?
She's human and Asian American.
Okay, so Lilith's gonna bring her along too.
In that case,
All
And
right.
she's gonna knock on the door.
Welcome to Cheeky Oak apartment complex. What can I do for you?
And Lilith's gonna say, "Hi, my name is Samantha Wright, and I'm looking for my little sister. This is her friend, Becky, and she went missing like 2 days ago. That's Alan. He's a family friend. He's like he works in the near Rainier, so that's why he's got the gun. But I'm kind of nervous around here. Like, no offense, everyone seems really nice, but I've just never been to this part of the Metroplex before. But the last time anyone saw my little sister, she was around here, and that was 2 days ago. And everyone in my family is super nervous. So, did you notice anything weird 2 days ago? We kept hearing about her being with some guy in like a big cloak and a stupid mask. She hangs out at these really crazy raves, and there's all sorts of stupid guys there. I just don't want her to end up getting hurt. So, have you seen anyone like that?
All right, I want you to give me a con at a +6.
the landlord wants this guy gone.
Weirdly enough, 4 hallways over and down the way.
Oh, that guy again.
It's
At least
the
it
man
wasn't-
in a cloak and a mask.
1 second.
Like, maybe describe the mask a little bit.
Yeah, I'll say it's like a skull mask. She's at like this, and she's just gonna look at at Venus and go, "Well, you can see the kind of scene she was in, like this goth phase."
Wonderful.
Make that a +7.
With details supporting the lie.
You've upgraded your plausible seeming evidence from 1 to 2.
Do you think a 23 enough dice is enough dice pool?
Nah. Get it higher. Get it up to 30.
You got any street cred?
Do I?
Karma
I
divided
don't
by
think I
10.
do.
It wouldn't matter for this. He does, like, you're using a different name.
Mhm.
And haven't seen anybody of that description.
Okay, and you haven't had anything weird happen in the past 2 days, like any weird noises or something? Because she's kind of loud and annoying, so like nothing strange has happened.
Well, not that I know of. Would you like to see our recordings?
That would be amazing.
All right, follow me.
She's going to.
And he's going to take you back to a security room. He is currently so enamored in you and your problems that he doesn't even notice the large cloaked man in the hallway.
Payback. Think, oh, there's a man that fits your description.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Alright, so he heads into the security room, flips on the monitors. He sees a large cloaked man in the hallway.
Like, is Payback gonna move at any point?
Oh, bitch! I've just been waiting for you guys to finish what you were doing because ever since that door opened up, Payback's kind of been stalking the halls looking for the stairway up. You know, doing little things like
Okay,
unplugging
give me a
cameras.
stealth.
Does the monochromatic cloak help at all? Or the electrochromatic cloak?
Not really.
All right.
Does Lilith see this?
Oh, that doesn't help.
14 is greater than D6.
Yes. Yes, it is. There we go.
Alright, give me a perception for Lilith.
Well, like, has the guy commented on anything? What I'm trying to do is ascertain is if Lilith can react to this guy seeing this.
Does this guy see this?
He doesn't say anything.
Lilith is gonna try. I actually can't. My perception is 5.
So you don't see anything. What
And
large
just gonna say,
cloaked
can you
man
go
in the
back,
hallway?
like, 2 days, maybe? It should have been like, she's gonna check her notebook where she wrote down the timestamp and say, like, around that time. And then she's gonna look at her, that penis and says, that's the last time you talked with her, right? We knew she was around here.
Somebody's UFO is taking off. Fuse, did you ever start streaming?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Is there anything interesting on the cameras?
Alright, so at 2 a.m., there's nothing going on anywhere. How far before and after?
She's gonna say, I know this is, like, probably not, like, policy or whatever, but could I get, like, a copy of the 24 hours here? Because my mom, she's freaking out. I had to come back from university in Montreal for this. Like, everyone's really worried.
Alright, give me another con. I had a +3.
Does Lilith have image link on anything?
She isn't running anything right now.
Alright, here you go.
And
He
she's
pulls out
gonna
the file. 24 hours. Bam.
she's gonna copy it and send it to everybody.
Wonderful.
I
And
guess
she's
they-
gonna say, "Do you mind if I knock on some doors around here? If anyone gets really angry at me, I promise I'll leave. I
Yeah, go
really
ahead.
need a check to see if I. Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver."
So Woody's still just standing outside, waiting.
And
He gets the file, so that's pretty good.
as soon as we leave, Venus says, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, Lilith. I hope that we find your sister.
Lilith is gonna laugh.
You're gonna win a Runny award.
Well, what?
You know, a Runny. It's the acting award for Shadowrunners.
So, what subsection of the data is Payback going to be looking through? Or is he going to be scrolling through all 24 hours?
He's going to be scrolling through all 24 hours at high speed, looking specifically for a cloaked individual coming into the building.
Yeah, he already has an image format that he's like something to fit. Like
Yeah.
a cloaked man mask.
You do not see a cloaked man at any point in the video.
Do I see a man at all in the video?
You see a number of people in, like, brief, like, one-frame flashes.
So here's what I'd say: if this man lives at this hotel, we know the time at point. We know the timestamp at which we know he's not here. So I say, look at that point. Look earlier for someone that's leaving, and later for someone coming back.
Yeah, and try and figure out if anyone could have gotten to that location, done the crime, and come back in that amount of time.
So, like, look for someone who both left and returned, specifically before and after the timestamp.
Well, I mean, when it comes to matching people, the first thing Payback's doing is looking at the person if they're male, and then comparing them to the to the full profile he has.
Sure.
So, to be fair, if this was 2 days ago, it might not actually be on this 24-hour block.
Well, I didn't get the last 24 hours. I got the 24 hours around the time of the murder.
Oh.
12 forward, 12 back.
Oh,
Yeah.
he would
This is
only
why
be
Lil
able,
took
be
note.
able to give you, like, the 24 hours that include 2 a.m. that day.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So 2 hours before and 22 hours after.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think the important. Well, so we know the crime was committed, and then something left a blood trail from the crime scene to here, and no matter how fresh the blood trail is, it's probably has to be pretty fresh to be dripping and leaving a trail. So it's a safe assumption to say that the person committing the crime left and came here, like right after. So,
Yeah,
Fuse,
the camera would have caught him leaving.
how long did it take Woody to walk here? Just like regular walking speed.
Well, Woody was tracking.
That's true. How long did it take Lilith to get here? Regular walking speed.
It took about 15 minutes.
Yeah, so check about 15 minutes after the timestamp. 2 o'clock, say 2:10, 2:15, 2:20. And all the time stamps therein, 10-minute span.
Do you want me to give you another perception then, or a test or something?
Yes. No.
Does smell apply?
You get a
Actually,
smell of my video screen.
Well, here's the question. Does the trail lead into the building? That
No.
They
Just
wiped
to
their
it?
feet.
It gets fainter and fainter as it goes on, and by the time it gets to the building, it's just done.
Yeah. Different types of floors, wipe their feet, you know.
Is there an exterior camera?
Oh
There are a couple.
yeah, is this video feed all videos in the building, or just like one camera that we were checking that we happened to ask for the footage of?
There are a number of cameras in the building that you have the footage for.
Alright, so exterior feed 2:10, 2:15, 2:20 a.m.
So, like, there's one that shows, like, coming in from the back door. There's one that's, like, an exterior of the front door. There's one up on the roof. There's roof access. And a number of cameras inside the building.
So does Woody know for sure the blood trail leads to the front door or just to the building?
The building.
Would I be able to do a further tracking roll to see if I can gather any further information?
No.
Okay. Can I roll navigation to see what direction the last step would have had the person be taking? Like what direction they would have been? I don't know. Is that what navigation's for? I guess that would still be tracking.
You can't really tell. It's
Okay.
a drop of blood.
Sure. Okay, so it's not like a footprint. Alright.
Hmm. I think at this point, like, John will start. Or I'm sorry, I'm still thinking of my tech. Boy, he would be useful here, wouldn't he? No, all I have are eyes. So he's gonna. So Payback's gonna troll over the footage. Do you want a couple of tests?
Yeah, we got a 4 successes perception. Did we get anything from that?
So, while you're looking through the data, you will see that there are a few people who leave and a few that come back during that time. You see, like, 2 men and 1 lady coming in through the front door. You see 1 person sneaking in the back, and you see somebody, like, up on the roof going to take a smoke break.
Can I get a face for the guy who's either sneaking in or on the roof?
Yeah, you can get both of their faces.
How tall is the guy sneaking in?
He's slouched over, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Perception.
Since I've got the guy's height profile, could I extrapolate from that or no?
Give me a perception.
Alright.
Visual.
Oh, that's fantastic. All of my bonus dice go into that.
They both seem to fit roughly within the profile that you've gotten.
Do I see where Mr. Sneaky goes?
It's a pretty average build. Mr. Sneaky goes into a room on the 3rd floor.
Payback will go there. And he will knock on the door.
Are any of us? Is he telling any of us this?
Yeah.
Oh, he's direct linking you everything he sees.
Okay.
In fact, he would send the message of suspicious character. This is where he came in. This is the timestamp.
Lilith's gonna gesture
Where he went.
to Venus and say, "After you, my dear."
So Lilith has spun quite a tale here, which Woody is a small part of. Is Lilith going to inform Woody on what his role in all this is?
Yeah, she's gonna message him and say, "You're here to help me search for my sister. That's the story."
and tell her, like, you did mention me by fake name.
Yeah,
Tell what my name is.
yeah,
All right. So I believe it was Al.
yeah.
All right. So yeah, Woody's gonna. I mean, is there any reason for within this charade for Woody to be entering the building that won't? Well, I guess we're going from door to door. So yeah, Woody's gonna come join.
Hmm.
Yeah, Payback will just wait for you at the door of the person who snuck in.
All right.
And he'll take a moment to go and put spray paint over the peephole, if there is a peephole.
All right.
Vandalism. That's
Lilith,
other-
as you're walking towards there, did you give any contact information to the dude?
Yeah, she gave him one of her burners.
All right, you're getting a call.
Yeah, she'll answer it.
Hey, I'm seeing somebody matching that description, loitering outside of one of the doorways on the 3rd floor.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. And she's gonna say, "Do you mind if Al comes in? That's why he's got the big gun."
Oh yeah, definitely.
And she's gonna like make Takam code him to keep up the appearance of legitimacy.
Sure.
Mm.
So, in relation to Woody, who's the person that's missing? Is it your
My sister, you're a family friend who has a gun license.
Alright, so... Alright.
And Payback is just a suspicious person in his building.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he knocked. The door opened, kind of. I mean,
I like the idea that because the building manager gets it, it's like, "What the fuck are you up to?" He's like, "You need better doors."
I'm a carpenter.
well, I mean, okay, let's think about this for a second. So if we all think about this, Payback has successfully infiltrated the building for the most part, without compromising the rest of the group.
Yeah, and then you just stood outside somebody's door,
Well, okay,
spray
here's the
painting
question.
over the peephole.
If would Payback have seen the cameras?
Probably, but you didn't say anything about doing anything to them.
Yeah, that's fair. It would be a common sense thing to touch them with his shock baton so they all died.
Well, no, you did. No. He did say he was going around unplugging all the cameras. That is something Payback said he was doing.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
I did say that.
Alright, well, then you got a call about somebody taking down all the cameras up to the 3rd floor.
Wonderful. We'll go see who it is and shoot them, probably.
Yeah. Does anyone tell Payback to wait?
Yeah. Like we've been functioning as a group up till now. I think it's best to continue doing that.
Then Payback will just spray paint the peephole and wait menacingly.
Well, just wait. Just Payback. Tell everybody, hey, I'm up on the 3rd floor. There's a door here. I'm gonna go in.
He's sent you everything that he's found so far, including where he's going.
All right. Yeah.
It's all
So.
in DNIs.
Alright, everybody gets up there now.
Sweet. All right. Can I roll small unit tactics? Yada 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 for bonuses to whatever we're about to do.
You want to breach?
If that's what the team's. Oh no, I think I want us to look threatening, but not antagonistic. If that makes sense. Like ready to flip for either side. Like we want to figure out if this guy's guilty. Because if this guy is guilty, a threatening appearance is probably going to bring that guilt out.
Well, if you guys all come up there, Payback's just going to point to Lilith and then point to the door.
Yeah, she's just gonna knock like a normal
Yeah.
person.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to knock and have us be arranged in such a way, yada, yada, yada.
Like, do you actually know what small unit tactics does?
You know.
Well, small unit tactics is completely worthless unless you know what it does.
Alright.
So go ahead and read from page 99 of Run and Gun on.
Small unit tactics is what lets you use those tactical abilities to get dice modifiers. But you have to train with the rest of the group to do them.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, since we never use the same group twice, it means it'll never be useful.
Yeah, but it absolutely made sense to get to Woody because he was a park ranger. You know,
You have to go over for a while, like, hey, this is what we're going to do. Be ready to do that.
Sure.
Yeah, you actually have to train it during downtime.
All right. I got the page up. So we're knocking. Lilith's knocking.
Mhm.
If it helps, Payback's going to stand where, like, not where someone could see it if they crack the door open.
And the person's gonna come out and be like, "Hey, hi, how are you? Also, why is my peephole spray painted?"
When you live in a ghetto,
you
it
knock the
just
door. You hear somebody like, hold on!
All right. Do we hold on?
Yeah, Lilith, even though it's spray painted, she's gonna still be like waving, like she doesn't realize it.
Like, oh, somebody spray painted your peephole. I didn't know it.
Oh no, she's gonna,
Oh.
in case there's like a camera or something that we didn't see.
Oh, by the way, and this is something that should be taken into account. If there's anyone in that room, Payback can track them using the radar sensor, so he'll know if they try to bolt.
Alright, so using radar, you can actually see them through the wall. They're currently on what looks like a couch, bending over a table. They don't seem to be making any effort to move towards the door.
Shall we knock again? Is this information being shared to the group?
If you have image link, yeah.
I believe I've been giving that to everybody in my group. Well, that's if he has his mask on. Nope, goggles. Yes, it is goggles.
Yeah, you need to have something with image link to be able to actually see that.
Goggles have image link. If you're telling everybody, it's like, hey, I'm doing
So-
this, image link to see it.
So you'd be
Yeah.
putting, like, arrows over everything. Like, here's what the whole
Well-
apartment is.
Well, the way radar sensor works is, if you're familiar with, like, the ping sensor from the Aliens movies, it's basically that. Except you are at the center of the circle and it's everyone around you. And the radar sensor's power is rating times 5. So it can go through, like, a rating 4 sensor could go through, like, a rating 20 wall, or 2 rating 10 walls, or 3 rating 8, you know what I mean? It extends out that way. And I figure these are basically plywood walls almost. Drywall with 2x4s.
Every step, a hole in the hallway.
Lilith's gonna pound harder.
What? Hold
okay,
on!
okay, but what about on the job?
That's Peg harder. You're thinking of Peg harder.
Same diff.
He's still not going to the door.
Is there, like, a vent or anything into the room?
Yeah, somewhere.
Time to get out that angle grinder.
Well,
Can you cut through a wall?
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we are in the good graces of the land, like the landowner, right now.
Maybe we shouldn't cut through a wall. Right
Yeah.
Well, if he's just
Well, there's
sitting
no
there-
camera.
Yeah. So,
There was an altercation. The guy in the room pulled out an angle grinder. We don't know why.
Well, so Payback will motion to himself in the door. Like, you want me to? Yes.
I think, or what he's gonna say? Like, I think we should make sure this is our guy. Was there any wasn't there? Like, before we go kicking doors in, I think that we're gonna be wanting to make our escape. Like 5 minutes after that, if that. Like within the same minute. And I'd rather not be escaping until we know we got our guy.
Does anyone know how to pick a lock?
Do I? No. I could negotiate with the lock. Couldn't though. I mean, we could try negotiating with the guy. Like, it's urgent. Please come.
What side of... Oh, sorry.
It's like please come to the door. It's a matter of urgency.
Actually, I'm gonna look at God, I'm blanking on your name right now, Jericho. I'm so sorry.
Payback.
Payback. And I'm gonna say, do you have anything that smokes?
Not
a lot of smell, but like an electrical fire.
Fire.
Well, here, let me ask you this.
We'll try to dissuade any ideas of setting any fires.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we set a fire. I'm saying we produce some smoke from like a smoking wire, and we say there's something weird going on with this keypad on his front door, and they should come out here because there might be a fire.
Woody doesn't know about this.
Oh, there's a
That's
keypad.
how forest fires start.
Handle.
All it takes is a spark, you know.
Well, is there a door handle?
Yeah.
Which side of the door is the door handle on, or which side of the door is the door handle screwed on?
I don't know.
Does it matter? Does it matter?
It absolutely matters.
Are you saying like left or right side of the door?
Yeah, is the door handle screwed on the hallway side of the door?
$1d2? Roll your edge? What are you asking? Why are you asking?
Inside.
Inside? Alright. Let me take a moment.
The locking mechanism would have been competently designed.
Are the door hinges competently designed?
I mean, we haven't tried having Payback just knock.
Oops, you need new door.
Yeah.
I'm actually contemplating, because Woody has a carpentry skill in artisanry, so I'm wondering if Woody can be like, oh, by the way, I can like make you a new door if you want to buy one from me. Make you a better door.
Well, the other question I have is, are the door hinges or the hinge bolt on the outside of the door?
1-2. Roll a d2.
Hinges are on the inside.
Competently survive the door.
Well, is there a keypad?
No.
Oh, that's good then.
I mean, we haven't tried just like convincing him to come. All we've tried is, hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Like,
I mean,
we haven't even tried pizza here or something. You know?
Pizza.
Yeah, like
that would do it.
like. Yeah, Woody's gonna try. Do I even have con? No, I don't. Woody doesn't have con. That's the one thing he doesn't have.
But to answer the question, yes, I do have things that can go and make small amounts of fire.
Woody will again try to direct the conversation into the direction of, let's just like get him to come out, like to make him want to answer the door.
Is Woody going to just shout pizza?
Sure.
Alright, go ahead and roll your con at a +8.
Okay. Alright.
Oh,
said, what do you
pizza!
With con.
Wow.
Right,
Wow.
he walks over, he opens the door, which, by the way, was unlocked. Nobody tried.
Alright, so the door's open, the man's standing there. Team, what happens?
Where's the pizza?
As soon
Lilith
as-
grabs him by the throat.
Yeah.
Oh!
Describe this guy to us.
Yeah, no, she's grabbing him by the throat.
Does the guy match the description?
This guy looks like his mind is currently scattered across 12 different dimensions.
So he's high as balls.
Pardon?
Yes.
He's high.
Yeah, she's gonna grab him by the throat and squeeze.
Does his physical description match that what we're looking for? Height, width, depth.
Roughly.
Oh.
Hmm.
Search his apartment
It
for...
wasn't exactly a very precise measurement.
Sure.
Hmm.
Oh, can I...
No.
You know, okay. Can I perception smell for if this apartment smells of blood? Because whatever was dripping the blood has been sitting here for a while, if it is in this apartment.
Right, but it would have a very high threshold.
Alright. Yeah, fair. I see what you're saying.
Would you like me to do it?
Sure.
Since I do have a rating 8 olfactory sensor.
Yeah, Woody's not even gonna Woody's gonna pinch his nose. Like,
Though, with the rating 8 sensor, what would that, like, does that lower the threshold or increase the dice I roll or
I
something?
believe that sets the limit.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, why not?
5. Ooh.
You don't detect any blood.
So at a glance, there's literally nothing that would tie this person to the subject. Or to the person we're looking for.
Could just try some straight up interrogation. I don't think it'll work, but
Nah. Like, do you suggest that? Like, openly?
I mean, candidly, yeah, he's just gonna be like, all right, so we don't have anything to tie to him. What we could try for is a confession.
Way ahead of you, Lilith is gonna say, and really start squeezing.
At this point, Payback's just going to start going back over the information for the other people who walked in.
By this point, Lilith has been holding him by the neck for long enough that he is unconscious.
I wasn't like cutting off circulation. I was just like crushing windpipe. But okay.
I would like to clear. I would like, I'd like to come to Lilith's aid and say, if she is in the scene that she claims she's in, she probably knows how to asphyxiate a guy. All right.
That's fair.
You got a knowledge skill for that?
Actually, I do.
So she knows how to keep him just on the brink of not passing out.
Yeah. Do you want the Hudson pornography or the prostitution?
The second one.
She asked, a question your character is asking a lot.
Yeah.
Ring ring, Lilith here. Would you like the?
But since that doesn't seem to have brought us anywhere.
Alright, you keep him conscious.
Yes.
I'm going to intimidate and say, so, where were you at 2 a.m. 2 days ago? Does this count as torture?
Yes.
2 extra dice.
She's gonna release him.
So here's the question. Did I get any success with what I was doing?
Oh, yeah, what were you doing? Going over the date again, looking for the people who came in the front door at the same time.
The people at the front door don't quite match. They're not within the acceptable range.
Alright, and this one's gonna be for the dude on the roof. Or, no, I need the 15.
You already checked dude on the roof. And he
Alright, so
also
there's-
fit within the requirements.
Yeah.
Do I know where he went?
Yeah, you saw him exit the roof access area, lighting a cigarette and going off camera. And then later, putting out his cigarette and walking back in.
But did Woody see him put the cigarette out? So Woody's gonna say, "Good on him."
He put his cigarette out on the wall.
Less good on him.
I'll be right back.
And then put it in his pocket.
Questionable. Better than on the ground, I guess.
Meanwhile,
We're choking out a junkie.
Well, I've stopped choking
Two-
you. I
two
assume
nights
he's collapsed
ago,
to the floor at this
two nights ago. Oh, right. That was the shipment.
point.
Are you a cop?
She's gonna, like,
For the right price, I
at
guess.
this point, look down at him and kick him in the shins and say, "No."
Ah! Look, I can tell you who my dealer is.
What was the shipment? Stay on point. It's considered polite.
It's everything.
Was it a pizza? Woody's gonna
You're not
ask.
too bright, are you? What does everything include? Was it a shipment of used socks?
He's like, Nova Coke, deep weed, the works, man.
And who delivered it?
It was. Symphony Marquez.
And I'm gonna like pull up the image of the guy we have. Does Symphony look like this?
No,
Have you seen a guy like that?
no.
She's gonna look at Venus and Woody and say, "I don't think this is our guy."
No. I'm sorry, that was extremely out of character.
I just love Symphony Marquez
Oh,
as his drug dealer.
Symphony is a nickname. Symphony is a nickname because it's like when you buy from me, you get a symphony of flavors or whatever.
Oh, that's just their actual name.
Yeah, they were
But
born
it
into
sounds so fake that they go with it. Nobody believes that it's their real name.
It's something that stupid.
So, let me get this straight.
What's your name? Apple. Okay.
We've gone and followed this lead. Basically, we found nothing.
We haven't destroyed any public property though, except that.
No,
one.
and,
You
and
learn the
she's
name
gonna
of a
look
drug
down at him
dealer.
and go, "I'm sorry for the trouble. I think it'd be best for you if you forgot that you ever saw us." And then she's gonna rake her fingernails just like gently across his throat.
I don't think he's gonna have much trouble forgetting anything that happened. In fact, I think he might be like, "But I had a wild trip last night."
He's gonna be telling Symphony about this.
There was some pizza ghosts, man. It was crazy.
So yeah. If it's been established that there's literally nothing more to be gained from this, Payback would just leave
Yeah.
and start heading back to the murder scene.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what he's gone. Whatever.
You want me to give you another roll to see if I get back to the murder scene successfully?
Before that, what's everyone else doing?
Going over to check out the other options of who might the killer be.
Yeah. Also, we only know that the return came here. We don't know that they originated from here.
That's true.
Are there any drugs made from metahuman?
Are there any what? What was the
Are there
question?
any drugs made from metahuman? Could the shipment have been freshly gathered metahuman drugs?
You want me to check them? Okay, I'm gonna type that question into my extensive drug database.
I like the idea that you're querying it. It's going, what the fuck?
It's like metahuman drugs made from metahumans? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Enter.
Alright, so you get a list of drugs that can be made from parts of the human body.
I'm listing these off and discuss.
And she's gonna, like, very politely now ask him about those, if he got any of those from Symphony.
No, are they good?
They're made of people.
Are they good?
I don't know. I don't eat people like that.
I would ask Symphony.
He's like, "Whoa, you know about drugs? That's some drugs I never heard of before." Yeah, this one's actually a tranquilizer. This one's a radiation treatment. What do you want?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so this guy's a dead end in multiple ways, including probably his own life eventually.
Yeah. Well, he's got an income of some sort to support this habit of quote unquote everything. So I don't know. Let's not cast judgment. This guy might be pretty well off.
Oh no, I'm not saying that he's like poor. I'm saying that he might overdose.
Oh yeah.
Are you guys, or are you all just still there?
I mean, yeah. What are you left? I think this is mostly all in. I think this is mostly in jest.
Yeah.
And if we go back and ask about the human stuff, perhaps. But
Yeah, I genuinely did want to know that because I'm like, oh shit, this could get really dark.
Nothing impressive.
The drugs were people.
this great new thing on the street called Soylent. Oh, it's the best. So, roof person.
Mm-hmm.
That was someone on the tape who you said matched the description?
Yeah, they're within the range.
Yeah. But then, and there's the people at the front door, which you said don't match the range.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like I don't. You want? I mean, I don't have common sense, but maybe we should go check the roof. See if the guy like if he left a cigarette up there, maybe we can get a DNA sample. or some shit. I don't know.
That's actually a good point.
Well,
Does anyone
you
have
saw
any way
him
to
on
go
the
about
camera
it?
putting the cigarette into his pocket.
Mm. Well, people smoke more than one cigarette when they smoke sometimes. Depends how bad of a habit they're in. What'd you say, Payback?
I said, I don't actually remember what I said. Though, if you're going to interrogate the person who is smoking a cigarette, then yeah.
I mean, otherwise you could go back and hunt for more clues.
We could.
That's probably what Payback would do, since he's basically useless here anyway.
I don't know. Like, it depends on if we run into a door that isn't locked and we are not idiots.
So,
Well, if one of you want to stop him from leaving, like, you need to understand something. Payback is very motivated to solve this case and finish the job.
Yeah, that's fair.
well, like, let's establish one thing. Like Woody says, let's establish one thing here. The blood trail did lead to this building, so this is a clue unfinished.
Yeah, there is. Well, the blood trail, and we know the murder scene was there, so it was a foot trail, right?
It
No.
was a drip trail, I think. So something was dripping.
So someone.
It could be the person's blood.
Well, because what I'm hearing now is that someone pulled something out of this dude that was drippable.
That's an interesting point.
I mean,
You
didn't
make
you
that point?
didn't you say like, what was the murder weapon again?
The scythe.
The scythe. I mean, scythes. They have a lot of surface area, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it could very well. You could be right. Like, it could be just that the weapon was dripping. It could also just be that, like, guy
Ripped his heart out or something.
Yeah. Went down
No,
through the neck.
that would have shown up on the X-ray.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I really wish I had my Decker, because then I could search for similar murders with similar patterns. And that's not a thing we can do.
Everybody, anybody have a comm link and the computer skill?
I have a comm link. Do I have computer? Computer. I have 2 computer.
So you could do a search for that.
Rolling 2 dice. Whoa! Nope, I don't find anything. Anybody else have logic at more than 1? Because you can default on computer.
I have logic at 2.
Roll 1 dice.
Let me double check.
I feel like it might not be front page.
No logic at 1.
Oh. What's your logic at, Payback?
That's not even worth mentioning.
Venus, what's your logic at?
Interesting.
So
Literally not worth mentioning.
So here's a question. Have any of you met or exchanged information with John the Bloodhound? So you could call in a favor, since he would be a contact.
Lilith might have.
No, she hasn't.
Was Venus there with the sewer mission?
No.
Who was Sophie running that time?
Her,
Technomancer.
Wait, Lilith was on the sewer mission, right?
yeah, but John
Oh.
Bloodhound wasn't.
Right. He was jamming. Could have sworn Curse was there. All right.
Nope.
Maybe it was Lilith who I'm thinking of.
So Lilith knows a technomancer.
Oh wait, no. The mission with Jumper. Vegeta, who are you playing? That game?
Was Scotty.
Scotty. All right. Fuck.
Oh goodness, I actually might have a good one here. Oh no, never mind. That's Scotty who said. I was like, I have a friend who's I have a contact who's a crime blogger, so they might know. But no, that's Scotty.
That would be perfect.
I used to have Woody used to have a skill in runner hangouts, but I decided to get rid of it because it was so low.
Yeah, my contacts are a yeah. Yeah, no, nothing that would apply here.
So what are you going to do?
My contacts. I do have a contact in Seattle who is a supply sergeant, but I don't think that has anything to do with science.
Have you recently tried to source any heads?
Like, if this guy was coming at somebody with an assault cannon with APDS assault ammunition somehow, then I'd be like, yeah, maybe my supply sergeant will know what the fuck just happened. But this is a guy with a scythe. I don't think the military are usually commissioning those.
Okay, so here's a question that I think needs to be asked. Is we seem to be focusing on this building a lot. The trail ended at the building.
Yes.
But did it end on the stairs, or was it just in front of the building? Because they could have just walked right past the building.
It was clarified that the path didn't lead to any particular entrance.
So, in other words, they could have just walked right past the building. There's something to observe. Does John see any more cameras outside of the building on the sidewalk?
Payback, you mean?
Yeah, payback.
No, John. Does John see it?
Yeah. John has his
John's just hanging out, grabbing some coffee, like, what up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Shadowrun? That's pretty cool.
But yeah, there's a good question. I don't think you can use just general perception to look for things that would be classified as out of place. But would there be more cameras, or anything that looks? Well, no. After 2 days, it wouldn't be. Cameras would really be the only thing, wouldn't it?
You do see a camera that follows that path, on another building nearby.
What does the building look like? Just another apartment?
I want to say it's a small bakery.
Didn't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bakery.
John will DNI that. He'll basically DNI the theory that maybe they just walked past this building and that's where the trail ends, and then notify them that there's another camera facing the sidewalk.
It's like the back alley that they're going through.
Does he have would it be reasonable for him to suspect that this camera saw anything, or?
It looks like it might have caught something.
Then yeah, John will forward that, or John. Everyone.
I was wondering when you're gonna realize that.
It's the third most common name in America. Okay, come on. Ballpark. No, Payback.
Oh, no, now you know that Payback's real name is John.
Maybe. Actually, no, I have no idea what Payback's is. I haven't gotten that far.
Surprise! Payback is John. John and Kirsch were out. John suffered a concussion. Now he's Payback. Surprise!
Kirsch is like, you want to be a robot? I'll show you what a robot's like.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, Payback will go and forward his suspicions about the camera to the rest of the group. And he'll, like, emphasize that it's probably a dead-end lead and we're wasting time. Like, the apartment is a dead-end lead and that we're wasting time.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could try to get information from the bakery. It should be open. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes, the bakery
Okay.
is open.
Okay. I want you to stop and think about this. Do you really want Payback to walk in there and start asking?
I think Lilith should spin her story again.
Meanwhile, Payback goes around to the back to see if there's another door he can knock over.
Venus is like noticeably antsy because she. I just realized I never said what Venus does.
Yeah, you've been kind of conked out this entire game.
Okay, then yeah. You just notice that she's antsy. She does not give any indication as to why.
Oh,
Lilith's
does
gonna look
anybody,
at her and go, "You have any brilliant ideas, hon?"
does anybody here have aura reading? Doesn't blood translate aura reading?
No, I just. I don't like leaving my car out here. It's a skeezy neighborhood.
That's entirely fair.
Anyway, do what you're gonna do. I'll play the whatever you want.
Lilith's gonna wink.
Okay, so, here's a good question. How many people are in the bakery?
There's somebody at the counter, and there are 2 customers.
That's it?
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
a
maximum
small
of
bakery.
3.
Like, is there anyone baking anything?
There's probably more bakers than there are baker customers. I mean, we could also just go the route of asking everybody around. It's like, hey, have you seen any shadowy figures walking around?
Yeah, no, that's what Lilith's gonna do. She's gonna go in and have like the photo of that guy and like some random girl she searched on the internet who looks vaguely like her.
Her, but when she was younger. No, that's all.
Actually, yeah, she's gonna get a photo of her when she was younger.
So you can see
Fantastic.
the resemblance, right? No.
Alright, I want you to
Like
give
one of her
me
old like
an
profile
edge
pics
roll.
or something. Yeah.
Which
Edge roll?
one?
Anybody give the edge roll, whoever has the highest.
I have 3.
No. I have 3.
Alright,
I did it last time.
All right. That's a success.
Surprisingly.
oh, that guy! Yeah, he was on the security camera like 2 nights ago.
Oh, where did he go? I can't believe this. I'm so happy.
I saw him sneaking around the alleys by the apartment next door.
Oh,
So in the back alley, you say?
Did they go into the
yeah.
apartment?
What part of it? We were just checking there.
Could you give us any further information? Anything at all?
I just saw him coming in down the alleyways. It's really weird.
Did you see him come from the building at all?
And he just like ducked off towards the apartment building.
So I have a question. Since we keep going up and down this alley, is there a sewer access?
There
We're gonna get
is.
these smells down there.
Does it look like it's been disturbed recently?
Give me a perception. It does not.
I'm so glad we didn't glitch that.
In that case, what Payback's going to do is he's going to use his crowbar to try and pry it open to see if it actually is.
Alright. Now it looks like it has been disturbed recently.
The question is, does he get it open?
You pull out a crowbar, you pry open the sewer entrance.
Alright, I presume that there is a ladder leading down.
Yes, and it smells very bad.
That's okay, he's got a gas mask.
Let's go down there and look at Payback and go, yeah, you can go down there. I've been down there enough already.
Well, the question that I have, okay, and this seems a little bit odd, but within context of suspicion,
Sure. Well,
does
let's
it look
say-
like does the muck that builds up on the handles to the ladder down look disturbed?
Perception.
You know, you're a disturbing individual.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lilith,
Wow.
Lilith deals with
Wow.
enough.
I'm gonna edit that. I'm gonna edit
Lilith
that.
deals with enough disturbing smells in her profession.
Actually, most of those ones are pretty. Never mind.
Yeah,
It's not the leather that smells bad.
there we go. 6
Right.
successes.
It doesn't look like anybody has been up or down that ladder in years.
All right. In that case, he's just going to let the sewer action drop.
Surprise! It's a sewer adventure, an underwater adventure.
It was worth a try, okay?
Sure. Points for ingenuity. All
Yeah,
right.
no. Also, fuck going back down into sewers.
Little did the players know. The GM actually made this a sewer adventure the whole time.
Alright,
Hey, worked for
what's
me, okay?
next?
Well, we know that something involving this hotel. What options do we have revolving around that?
Yeah, hotel.
It's an
Motel.
apartment building.
Oh yeah.
So, this is going to be a DNI message to Lilith. What is the likelihood that the manager lied to you?
She's gonna kind of like think for a second and say, I mean, it not impossible, but it's very unlikely. He really bought the whole, oh my god, my kid's sister. I'm so scared at.
I want you to give me a memory and then use that as the limit for a judge intentions.
Okay, memory and then judgment.
What is memory again? Is this something for Payback or for Lilith?
Lilith, the one who is to wonder if she's been lied to.
No.
Memory is. I don't know.
It's logic intuition.
Yeah, that one.
And if you have any memory skills or things that increase memory.
Zero.
Alright,
don't
give me a judge
remember.
intentions with a limit of 0.
Venus was there. Venus could also do this.
Yeah, you weren't really paying attention to his reactions.
No.
Woo!
Yeah.
Well, if I did remember, I would absolutely know.
But you don't. That's unfortunate. So what are we thinking? What are our leads, guys? What are our paths? What are our possible lines of pursuit right now?
We could canvass the area. We could also look to see. I don't feel like this guy stashed his murder weapon, right?
We have no reason to believe they have or haven't. Where do you think they would be stashing it? Well, so is this okay? How big was the scythe? Well, like concealability modifier. What does it look like?
It was pretty big.
Did he have it on the first time we saw him?
Like, he pulled it out of his cloak.
Did he pull out?
Was it well concealed within the cloak?
No.
All right, so let's go ask the bakery. Like, hey, sorry to bother you, but did you notice the guy having anything like any weapons or any sort? Like, I don't want to alarm you, but we're after that. We're looking for this guy.
Yeah, we should do that.
I think he was holding something. Like, I saw him, like, putting something in his cloak.
Some sort of large object, hard to obfuscate within it.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Alright.
seen this guy before?
No, he just showed up on the camera. I'm pretty new here.
Well, thank you for
Yes, sir, I'll have your Danish in a minute.
Thank you for your time, sir. We'll come back if we have any more questions.
Sir?
Or what? Judge intention, etiquette.
Judge intention.
What intentions do you have for? Well, I mean, what intentions do you have for your gender? Actually, pretty reasonable question.
So,
Fair enough.
here's a question. Did you want Payback to follow you in?
To the baker?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not telling you not to go anywhere.
If that's the case, if someone's going to get offended, they're going to be... Yeah.
I thank you very much time, and there's no pronouns mentioned. How about that? So we have a reasonable assumption that the perpetrator, had their weapon on them when they passed through. No, the person did not bring up any memory of seeing them leave the place. Might ask about that, but for now, we know that they came. They came to the building,
Okay, if
and
that's
they
the
had
case,
the weapon on them.
if that's the case, here's a question I don't think we've asked yet. Does Payback see any dumpsters or like fire escape accesses?
Yeah, it said when you got there are dumpsters and there is a fire escape.
Okay, that's why we didn't ask it, because we knew already now.
Yeah. Does the fire escape look disturbed?
Yeah.
Not even gonna be perception that, huh?
No.
All right.
Super disturbed. Like, it's been listening to like death metal lately. It's got posters on its wall of bands you've never heard of. It's crazy.
Like, somebody's clearly been climbing this thing up frequently.
Can we tell how high they went?
That you're going to need a perception.
Any sort of damaged windows along the way, opened windows, unlocked windows.
I could do that.
Yeah, whoever keeps climbing this climbs it all the way to the roof.
So, about that guy who was smoking the cigarette.
Should
Do
we
I
go
know
choke
what-
him?
Do I know what room he is in?
You didn't check,
I would be doing that now.
but while you're up on the roof and using perception, you hear something.
Is he up on the roof? Hold on. Was Payback on the roof, or was he on the ground assessing the ladder?
Well, he would have to
Payback-
climb up there in order to figure out how far up they're climbing.
Yeah, he's followed all the way up.
All right, continue.
Yeah, you hear something bumping around.
Another perception?
Yeah.
Would this be visual or not?
This would be audio.
Audio.
Okay. Still not bad. 4 successes.
Right, there
And,
is a ventilation unit up on the roof. And if you looking inside, you can see the scythe.
Huh. Well, that's useful. How
No,
hard
we got a murder
is
weapon.
this thing open?
The scythe, the cloak, and the mask are all just sitting in there.
It's the guy from Roof.
Yeah, so as soon as Payback sees this, he's gonna DNI it to the rest of them and immediately go looking for the guy who was on the roof from before.
Grab some genetic material. Brother.
Some generic material.
Genetic.
Yeah.
DNA swab.
Important
You
distinction.
goober?
Yeah. I mean, probably some
You're
skin
asking-
things in the mask, I'm guessing. Hair, if nothing else.
You're asking the logic one, medicine 0, first aid 0 person to go.
Alright.
Actually, maybe no. Maybe Woody should go up there and grab some DNA.
But
You got
yeah,
it. Woody
but
be
yeah.
up. Woody will be up the ladder.
And you know exactly where to look in the video. So you can see that he goes to a room on the 15th floor.
Let's go
which
look at
is the
Venus
top
and say,
floor
what
of the
exactly
building.
do you do?
Me? Woody? You asking Woody that?
No, Venus.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Woody's name is Venus.
Yeah. Shh.
What was the question?
Lilith's looking at you and saying, we never really introduced WoW. I'm Lilith, I talk to people, you're Venus, you...
Oh, I drive.
Go get your car, hon.
She gives you she gives you some finger guns
In case he runs.
and runs to get her car. Can I roll something to see if I can pull off that thing where like you slide on the hood?
Without scraping it, you mean?
Yeah, give me a gymnastics.
You got it. Runs. Slams
Summer's,
face first into the car hood.
Summer's not doing what I wanted to do. 1 second.
1,000.
Okay, it crashed. That's also fair.
That's Chummer.
Yeah.
Theme song not responding.
Yeah, 1 second.
But yeah,
Oh,
I'm,
you got you. What?
I'm trying to think that if Payback knows where this guy is and has reasonable suspicion that it's actually him, if he would wait, or if he would just go charging up there.
If you state your intentions, Woody will try to subvert them.
Gymnastics, she defaults on that.
It wouldn't be a very long walk.
Oh, we're on the roof, so
Yeah, you're on the roof, so you can just go down.
1 floor down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I
You got it. Venus attempts to jump and just kind of like
Trips.
So, like
trips over
I slide across, but I fall on my ass.
you
again.
slide across face first.
I look to see if Lilith saw that.
Lilith will remember
Lilith
that.
definitely saw that.
She's just gonna like smile and wave in like a kind of cutesy manner.
You got it, sweetie.
you'll get a DNI message of found suspect, weapon, cloak, mask, have possible target, moving to intercept.
Woody respond with hold until team arrives.
Which Payback will shoot back. Concerned he may try to escape at this juncture. We haven't been subtle.
Yeah, no shit. I'm gonna stay down here. I'll pursue on foot. If he goes, Venus can pursue in her car.
Yeah. So,
Woody will procure medical, genetic information in case we lose the guy.
yeah.
Alright, and around this time, Payback, the roof access door opens and you see the cigarette man walking out.
Alright, I'm going to take a snapshot.
He
yeah.
looks at you, just stops for a moment. And he is booking it for the end of the roof.
As soon as Payback sees him, he's going to do a quick draw and attempt to shoot the guy with his handgun. I forget what quick draw.
Any sort of called shot going on, like head, stomach, upper thigh? I don't know.
Alright, I want you to give me a surprise.
Would he be surprised because he's still got the radar sensor?
Did you
So
say
he
that
would-
you were actively turning that on and looking through
It's
there?
always on. It's always on. It's hooked into his cyber eyes. Like I
That
could give
sounds
you,
terrible.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what happens when you
It's
have.
also not a
all
thing
these-
that you can do.
Like
Well, you have to
it's been
switch
on-
between vision modes.
It's not a vision mode. It's actually like just a little. It's like a mini.
It explicitly uses a vision thing. I know that because I made a character who was blind and tried to get around it using that. It is explicitly vision.
All right, then what's surprise?
It's reaction intuition with a threshold of 3.
Oh, well, that's not a concern at all then.
Whew. Good on Sophie.
Alright, neither of you are surprised.
You both saw this coming.
Yeah. So that would mean I have enough time to quick draw.
Well, maybe.
which is-
So, Fuse, you said he's
It's
booking it for
initiative
the
time.
You said he's booking it for the roof. Is he booking it for the roofs, the fire escape side of the roof?
No.
Ooh. Ah.
All right.
Am I rolling initiative?
You're not up on the roof.
Okay.
Am I rolling initiative? I'm approaching the roof.
Oh wow, that's a horrible fucking initiative roll.
You could spend an edge to take the initiative.
Yeah, I'm gonna use an edge to blitz.
Alright, so you're gonna roll 2d6.
But yeah, blitz automatically puts you at the top of the initiative order.
Blitz is the one that puts your initiative to 5.
And then what?
Like you get 5d6.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it puts your initiative to 5. That's a pretty shitty thing to spend your Surprise! spend.
So you
spend
can
an
either
edge, die.
get 2 more dice or go first.
It'll be go first, and I'll just take the 14.
I mean,
I
you
thought
already
I-
rolled the dice.
Well, I
I
thought
think
you needed me to,
Okay.
but no, the intention was to go first with blitz.
So to be fair, if you had gotten 2 6s, you still would be going saying,
Yeah.
I go first.
Yeah, pretty much.
And 2 6s being exactly enough to put you 1 ahead of dude.
Rather than crit glitching on your initiative.
I don't think you can crit glitch on initiative.
No, but that would have been a crit glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it.
No.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you got a turn.
All right. I'm going to do the simple action quick draw, and then take a shot at him. So I don't know what I rolled for quick draw because I've never done that before. I've never been fast enough to do that before.
Quick draw and fire is like you like do it all in one action, but you have to make a roll with a threshold of 3. It's whatever your weapon roll is.
All right, and then since I've got a quick draw holster on that gun, do I actually? That's a good question. Do I?
I think quick draw holster reduces the threshold to 2.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't have it on that one. I thought I did. No, I think I swapped that out for the electroshocker. Oh well. All right. Would be the weapon roll. So the pistols. Do specializations come into it or no?
I think so.
All right.
I'll say yes.
All right. And as I'm quick drawing it, I'm flicking on my my weapon smart link with the free action.
All right, nice. So you quick drew it, so you can fire.
Yep. And since
I don't know if that goes off of the same roll or a new one.
Nope, new one.
All right, you checked it.
Yeah, quick draw is just the weapon roll, but to fire is a second simple action.
All right.
Wow, that's not that great. I'm gonna edge that. So.
All right. And what's the accuracy?
The accuracy for that. Accuracy is 8.
All right. So that is 4 net hits.
All right, and I am shooting him with an Ares Predator 5, and I am firing with APDS.
Well, fortunately for him, he's not wearing any armor.
So in other words, that's just going to hurt a whole lot. So you said 4 net hits?
Yes.
All right, he's taking 12 physical.
All right. He takes 11 physical and is unconscious.
Quick draw.
Fantastic.
All right, so, fun fact. I told you that I used this run before.
Yeah.
So, this guy, pretty crazy, could probably take, anyone in a 1v1. Both times, he is, effectively neutralized in one shot.
Why didn't he fight Payback? Why didn't he say, I could take you? And just charge
No,
him?
he couldn't.
He didn't get an action.
Well, he said he was running for the roof. Like, he was clearly fleeing.
No, he could have been charging.
What was he
That's
charging?
what we're gonna say at the policing quest.
Yeah.
That
Well,
we
He
feared for
would
our
have
lives.
turned to go for him if he actually got the shot off and the dude didn't get immediately knocked out.
yeah.
So was the guy running?
I don't think
As
he
far
would have
as
even
SIU
gotten a
knows,
chance
yes,
to
he was.
run.
Hold on, two people talking.
He
What
wouldn't
does
have
that
even
mean?
gotten a chance to run. You both reacted at the same time. And
Was he-
Payback just moved first.
But was he trying to flee? Was he trying to fight or flee? Flight or
Who
fight or flight?
knows? He didn't
Alright,
get
we
a
don't
chance to do anything.
All right, good, fair enough. So, guy's neutralized. I hear a gunshot. Was the gunshot silenced? Payback?
What, that one?
Yeah.
It is suppressed, yeah.
Okay, so a suppressed gunshot. That's not so bad.
Alright,
Still,
let me give a perception test for the random dude who runs this place. He
At
doesn't
-4.
hear it.
Oh, 15 stories up and through a building?
Well, through a camera. There's a
it's
camera right there.
It's more so the open air, like, if you weren't using a suppressor, it's like a gunshot rings throughout the city. You know?
Another one. Because it's Seattle.
Fair. That's fair.
Alright, well, you got him.
Alright, now Woody
He is
finishes
exactly
contact
unconscious, so he's not bleeding out.
Fantastic. In which case, Payback will drag him onto the roof, turn off the camera up there, secure his arms behind his back, and then put a rating 6 stim patch on him. To clarify, all of his fingers are secured individually with snap ties.
Alright,
Also, he's gonna
Stim
break his
Patch is
neck.
the one that fixes stun, right?
Yeah, he's also going to break his ankle before he wakes up.
Alright, so that doesn't do anything.
You are going to break his ankle before he wakes up.
Well, I mean, it's like dislocate it.
Fair.
Also, if you break his ankle, he is now bleeding out.
That's okay, we have a trauma patch. We need to make sure this is the right person.
We also...
You
Alright.
dealt physical damage to him. He's not waking up anytime soon.
Oh, in that case, I probably won't just... Like, if Payback knows that, because he wants him awake, so he's not going to put him into a situation where he can't wake up. Yeah, so
I
if it's
suggest
just-
that we take him to the crime scene.
Nah, this is quicker.
What are you doing?
Since his hands is secured and he's not going to break his ankle, since that would put him outside of the ability to interrogate, he's going to put a stim. He's going to
Trauma
essentially. Well, no, he's going to stim patch the guy so he wakes up.
He doesn't.
Are you sure? Because it's a rating 6 stim pack.
Yeah, you heal 6 stun, of which he has 0.
I
How's
believe
he
your shot
unconscious?
did physical damage. He wasn't wearing armor.
Oh.
Yeah, he's unconscious due to physical damage.
Oh, I guess there's really no way to wake him up, is there? Eh,
If you want to pull out a med kit.
I have a med
nah,
kit.
I'd probably kill him. I mean, if you want to wake him up, I'm just going to torture him.
I say we bring him back to the scene of the crime first.
Yeah,
per-
because I think it's going to have a bigger psychological impact.
Procure
Right.
his weapons, put them off to the side, hang his mask on a wall in front of him. Now, this isn't Woody's speaking. This is me speaking.
Yeah, and then wake him up and go, "Hi, did
Oh,
you expect to be back here?"
this is going to be extremely awkward. So I guess since this guy's unconscious, and that's a pretty good idea, taking him back
So-
to the scene of his latest murder.
First things first. You just shot a guy. He's passed out. You strung him up. What do you do? Do you tell the team you've shot a guy? Do you tell the team you've got the person? Woody's climbing up. I think it would be a good idea to contact the Johnson as soon as we find out that this is the guy. If this is the guy, tell him we've got the guy.
Well, Payback will say it'll DNI subdued potential suspect.
Sure.
Not dead.
Not dead.
You haven't confirmed that.
Exclamation point.
Probably not dead.
All
So
right.
All you know is that you shot through him, and he went
I like
down.
the idea that it's like not dead, then like the typing thing, then actual ellipses, then probably.
So, Woody climbs to the roof.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's going to take you a while.
I mean, Woody was climbing to the roof as soon
It's
as...
15 floors.
I mean, was there an elevator in the...
Yeah,
No.
you take the elevator. Too.
This place is
wasn't-
not good enough to have an elevator.
Alright.
Oh god, can you imagine living on a 15-floor walk-up?
Yeah.
So...
You'd have calves of steel.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm climbing. It takes a while, long enough for an entire fight to transpire. Oh wait, you could have said blinking in that. That'd still be true.
On the plus side, I no longer have edge.
Alright, so
Anybody
everyone
else
gets
doing
up there. It takes a while.
Yeah. So I don't. Let me hold on. Let me check if I have DNA analysis in my thing. Any sort of...
I believe
That's
like the Telestrian Seamus drone is like the only thing that gives you DNA analysis outside of a DNA lab.
Yeah. It's a shame it sucks at everything else.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what? That says to me, confession. I'm gonna pull out my med kit and try to fix this guy up. Well, no. First, we're gonna talk to the group. Talk to the group. Like, all right, what's our plan? I can fix this guy up, or attempt to. I could attempt to fix this guy up. No promises.
Bring him to the crime scene. Lay out all the stuff that we have from it. Try to fix him up and try to scare him into telling us what he knows.
At this point, Payback will chime up. I'm good at that.
All right, sounds like a plan. We've got a vehicle. We bring this guy down. This is me speaking to a hypothetical plan. We will go down the stairs with the man over our shoulder. Tell the landlord we've got the crook. You shouldn't have to deal with it with any problems he might bring to the table anymore. Thank him for his time. Thank him for his assistance. Tell him we know where your sister is now. Yada yada.
Timothy?
And leave the building, get in the car, bring the guy back to the get the stuff and the guy in the car back to the building, heal him up, interrogate him.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan.
Sounds
All
like
right.
a good idea, yeah.
So yeah, thank the landlord for his time. It was Timothy. It's like, yeah, who knew? He looks like such a swell guy. What does he?
Yeah.
Payback will just
better
glare at the
dressed than
landlord
most people
until he
here.
goes away.
What's that?
Payback will glare at the landlord until the landlord goes away.
Oh, and does Woody know about the broken back door? We would have. We went to the back. We climbed up the ladder, which is by the broken back door. He's gonna say, I couldn't help but notice your door back there is busted down. I could make you a new one, probably stronger if you like.
It is?
Yeah, who knows what happened? Maybe some vandals. Maybe this guy and his shenanigans got it broken down. I don't know. It looks like a pretty clean break.
Completely unrelated. You can thank behind the name for this name.
Don't post that. You'll summon the old gods. Mictlantecuhtli? Mechantecuhtli?
Sounds like a
Oh,
blood
yeah,
mage
it
to me.
is Aztec.
Ah!
Yeah.
Mictlantecuhtli.
I love
Alright.
how
Means
nobody's
Lord of
surprised.
Mictlan
Nice.
in Nahuatl.
Sweet.
So yeah, I offer to make this guy a new door, and thanks for his assistance.
All right.
Sweet. So we get back to the bar. Now healing test.
Diner.
How do healing tests work? I don't have a lot, but I have the ability to medicine and first aid.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need first aid at a -3 plus the rating of your medkit.
That's 3. So I will be pre-edging this.
And he will heal for the number of hits higher than 2.
So that was
So you
pre-edge.
heal him for 0, and he now cannot be healed anymore.
How long do we have to wait for him to heal normally?
A day.
I don't have any idea.
Or you can get somebody with magic to heal him.
If we want to wait a day, I have a place I could stash him.
You have
You
a
can
what?
also just complete your mission.
Yeah, that's an option.
Yeah. Well, we don't know this is the guy. So, Woody's gonna look to the group. He's gonna point at each one and say, "Call the Johnson. Call the Johnson. Call the Johnson." Yeah.
Call the Johnson.
All right. We're gonna call up the Johnson.
I'm gonna be
Yes?
right back. I have to go to the bathroom quite badly.
So he catches that. So we have who we believe to be the culprit. We have no luck on a DNA analysis or any such stuff, and we kind of had to take him out in one shot, so no confession. But we've got pretty strong leads on this might be the guy. We could wait a full
What's your
day
evidence?
video. Do we have video? Eyewitness connecting somebody matching the description of leaving the scene to going to the place where we found him. All the murder weapon plus the disguise in a place where we've seen this man be twice. He ran as he saw us, so suspicion of guilt there. And yeah, and then before any sort of like end all be all, Woody's going to say, we can wait a day, which will allow us to interrogate the guy, but that will add on another 24 hours for our job, if that's okay for us taking.
I want you to give me a negotiate.
Sure. Negotiate. I keep getting negotiation and navigation mixed up. I'm like, oh yes, negotiation with the specialty in celestial.
Isn't that actually a race that showed up in Shadowrun?
2 successes. So yeah, like right now, I'm not trying to convince the Johnson or anything. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what your time schedule is. We didn't establish a scale on when you want us to get this job done. We could make absolutely 100% sure that this is our guy, but it will require another 24 hours. Or
I'll
we have a
accept
guy
him, but not for the bonus. If you want full payment, I'm going to need some actual proof.
24-hour span then?
Go ahead.
All right. And say before agreeing to this,
don't interrupt me again until you've actually completed the job.
You got it. So, we tie this guy up somewhere, go home, rest, come back.
We could just tie him up here.
We could also rest here if that is allowed or agreed upon within the group. Take shifts resting.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
sleep
Payback
in his apartment.
Well, Payback only needs 3 hours of sleep, so.
I think negotiation probably should have been handled by Lilith.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay.
I mean, I had 10 dice. The possibility for 10 successes was there.
Yep. So here's a question. Is there a wall-mounted shelving unit in the back room?
Which back room?
The back room at the restaurant?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so I want to go and frame this scene because this is if no one objects to Payback doing this, this is exactly what he is going to do.
Like, there's a number of like shelf things like all around, just like storage racks, and there's also just one shelf above the computer area.
Well, my question is, are the storage racks bolted into anything so they won't move? Well, that's unfortunate. Well, there's still a chair. That's good enough. So yeah, if no one objects to it, Payback's going to seat the unconscious guy in the chair, and then use microwire to secure his arms and legs to it, and then take the severed head of the dude that he killed.
Microwire can't be used for that.
Are you sure?
If you try to tie somebody up with microwire, you will just cut their limbs off.
Isn't that monowire?
Like, they're the same thing.
Damn it, you're taking all my fun away. Fine, I'll use regular wire. Fine, regular wire then. Sigh.
Yeah, like, if you want to climb with a microwire rope, you explicitly need a special kind of glove to not get cut up.
That's actually pretty helpful if you don't want to be followed.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. But no, either way, he's gonna wind up tied to a chair, be it duct tape, microwire, or just regular wire. Actually, probably regular wire would be just as good. Hurts twice as much, probably won't take his limbs off. But yes. He's also gonna, Payback would also lay down a plastic tarp after placing the head in front of that guy, the severed head, on, the computer table in front of him. First thing he wakes up to.
Sure.
And then he's going to prepare his intimidation toolkit.
So I think the first thing we should ask is, why'd you do it? Because if he gives an explanation, that's a confession.
Yeah. Payback will nod. Yeah, seems reasonable. So 24 hours pass.
Yep.
Should we not wait until our
Well, yeah, I
phase
mean, it's
goes
just...
back up?
I would suggest that, the rest of us, while we're waiting for Gia, we establish what we do so we don't gotta wait for it. In that period.
So, Woody is going to, cover the entrance. We're also 24-hour span. It's not a 12-hour span, a 24-hour span. Woody will be taking a nap.
And how are you tying him up?
Securing him to the... I presume it's a regular metal chair.
Yeah.
Does it have, armrest?
No.
Okay, then he will be secured, and tell me if this image comes through clearly. His elbows will be secured to the top of the backrest of the chair. His hands will be secured to the bottom legs of the chair. And his legs will be secured to the front legs of the chair.
Okay.
Also, all of his fingers will be individually tied to the chair.
So the hands are tied to the back legs and the legs are tied to the front legs?
Yeah,
Right.
so...
And then everybody leaves and comes back?
I was thinking shifts.
Yeah. Since Payback doesn't really need to sleep for more than 3 hours, which he will inform the rest of the group.
So, I was just going to say, we have 2 battle people and 2 face people, or 2 non-battle people. I think if we have the shifts be in 3s, 1 for Woody, 1 for Payback, and 1 for Venus and Lilith. Being awake.
Alright,
Yeah,
but you're putting up shifts so he doesn't just get up on the chair and walk out.
It's kind of hard, but...
You didn't tie his feet to anything.
Yeah, I tied them to the
You
front
tied his
legs.
legs to the front legs
Well-
of the chair.
This is a diner, so it's not like a bar where the chairs would be fastened down. Okay.
So you would
Also,
still have working feet.
Is this an active diner that's supposed to open up and have customers the next day? I hope not.
It said it was closed.
Alright, good. Who's messaging? Burb back. Sophie's back.
I'm gonna take his shoes. And socks. I'm gonna take his footwear. Yeah.
Woody will not stop you. Well, Woody will question you, but not stop you.
And then he's
Yeah, let's
does
put
this
that
place
there.
have so does this place have bottles and stuff? Glasses
Welcome back.
and whatnot?
Yeah.
He's gonna break those up and scatter them around the room.
Alright, so there's now a room full of broken glass. and he has no
No,
shoes.
no, no. No, like around the plastic tarp. So if he gets up, it's not going to be pretty. I mean, he could probably move. He's just not going to get very far.
And if he does get very far, I have a tracking skill, and he's got bleeding feet.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm going to stick a stealth tag on him since we have those too.
Make him eat it.
Put it in an olive, shove it down his throat.
You know, I thought I was weird.
So, we've been waiting for you.
All right,
because
so
we are
24 hours.
Yeah. We all sleep, gain an edge.
He's awake now. You're here. You're here.
Do we have edge? Can I gain an edge?
If
Yeah,
you
we
ate.
get a red.
I mean, is there food?
Does someone
I don't
bring
know.
food?
It's a diner.
Lilith, bring food. Well,
Yeah, we've turned
Yeah,
off food.
if you want to take some of the 3-day-old stuff that's in the
I can-
diner.
I have artisan. Do you want me to make food? Do you want me to
Yes.
cook food?
Payback will
Yes.
be like
Give me
that.
artisan
I cooked
cooking.
I cooked food. There, you fucking happy?
All right, it's all right.
I have artisan for carpentry. It's a specialty. I don't have a specialty for cooking. I just have artisanry in general, which is
soy
a dumb
ramen,
skill.
boiling water. Soy ramen, boiling water. Killing meal.
So yes, I
You
ate.
take some ingredients out of the back and you make food.
Gain an edge.
Yes.
Nice. All right, I have an edge. Nice to have something to work with. Okay. Guy wakes up.
Yep.
You should paint the scene for Lilith.
All right, so this guy wakes up. He's got his arms tied to the back of a chair, the legs tied to the front legs of a chair. He has no shoes and is surrounded by broken glass.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a diner.
And we also mounted the head of the decapitated man in front of him. And we have decided our first question to this man, if you have no objections, the first question is going to be, why did you kill this man? Because if he gives any reason other than I didn't, that's an admission of guilt.
Here to frame this, and it's like this is Payback is going to look at Lilith and be like, "Can I do this? Like, can I try?"
Yeah, and she's gonna say, maybe we should say miss me, but use the guy as a puppet.
I think we're looking for some sort of admission, not to traumatize him. I mean, any more than we already are.
Is he still injured from when I shot him?
All right, let me roll for how much he's healing. Whoa, natural healing. He does, in fact, wake up.
All right.
That would be terrible if he just rolled 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. At exactly 24 hours, he perks up.
Whoa, it's like the numbers say I'm alive. Also, I'm a surfer dude for some reason. Whoa.
But yeah.
Pleasant.
So, Payback has an intimidation toolkit, which I presume is just another way of saying torture tools.
I have
So,
a workshop for that in my house.
we don't have a dead body with a severed head at your house.
It's different when people pay you to use it.
Yeah, that's fair. So Payback's just going to loom behind him and put his hands on his shoulder and be like, "Remember him?"
Not particularly. Who is he?
Again, if the question is anything other than why'd you kill him,
Yeah.
there's so many answers he could give that aren't.
So
We've already
here's
lost
what-
the edge.
Well,
I
so
give
here's
you
what-
one instruction.
Here's what's gonna happen. Payback is gonna pat him on the back of the head and then shock him with the shock gloves. And then he's going to say, "You tell me," and that's when he's gonna roll for the intimidation.
All right.
So let's see. Using toolkit tools. How do I keep going through all that stuff? Plus, since he's already hurt him and he has an active weapon, that would be what, +4? Is that correct or no? Or is it just +1 for each?
It's +2 for each.
Okay. So this is going to be the intimidation roll.
Pretty good.
And
What's your limit?
my limit is actually increased because I'm wearing both riot armor and a ballistic mask.
And it's increased to.
The base for social would be 4, and then with the mask and the ballistic armor would be +3, so 7.
I mean, so
7 hits.
you can find your limit on your character sheet in Shummer.
Yeah, I know.
Are you sure?
And what makes you think I know?
I thought ballistic mask actually gives you increases your limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so does riot armor, riot control armor, and the voice warper.
Yeah, you have to like manually put a lot of those things into Chummer.
Yeah. Oh, voice warper also gives +1, so it would be 8. Yeah, so 2 for mask, 1 for riot, and 1 for voice warper. Which, speaking of, if you've ever seen, I'll have to link the video where I got the idea for this guy from. It's great. It's just a dude dressed up as like an axe murderer torturing people. But anyway, it would be 8 successes.
Alright, well, you already heard his response.
Oh, what did he say?
So what makes you think I know?
Well, this is after I asked him, you tell me, and then started torturing him.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it failed? Oh, I'm gonna hurt him more.
Careful, we don't want to knock him out a second time.
Oh, we've got time. I actually want him to hear that. It's like, we've got time. So, yeah, I'm going to go and take one of his fingers off at the first knuckle.
Which one?
He asked.
Let's go with the thumb.
Which one?
Left thumb.
Alright.
He's
So you're
got a
going
lot.
through the knuckle or before the knuckle?
We're going right after the knuckle. We're just going to take the whole thing off. They've got cyber limb replacements, right?
He's probably healed like 1, and you're gonna.
Yeah, we're
takes it off.
gonna knock him out.
Alright, you take his thumb off. He's still conscious.
Should I ask again?
Again, what makes you think I know?
Lilith's gonna kind of interject here and go, well, the thing that makes us think that you know is that we've got security camera footage of you taking on and off that mask.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Well, here's the question. How is this guy so calm after I started removing fingers?
That is a question.
Pardon?
Also, what should I be rolling for the next intimidation roll? In fact, we
Don't
should
bother.
teamwork this. It's like you want to teamwork this, Lilith?
I think you should just start asking better questions.
I'm going
So-
to say, how about this? We have a fair amount of evidence that points to you having used that scythe on this guy's neck. Enough that we don't really need you to say, but our client would like it if you would.
All right. What would you like me to say?
Why did you kill him?
The truth. Yeah. Why'd you kill him? Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I was hungry. He was there.
That's pretty reasonable, thank you.
Yeah.
Anybody got that on tape?
From 5 different angles.
All right. Thank you
So
for
I
your
ask
time,
again,
sir.
who was he?
Dunno, but Omega Corp wants you for it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A friend. Yeah.
Interesting.
A friend of a man you shouldn't have fuckled with, eh? Now what's the Shadowrun word for frag? You shouldn't have fragged.
Yeah, couldn't have fracked with him.
Frag.
Frack.
Drac is shit.
Yeah.
It's like frag. Whatever.
In the meantime,
That's just your
Payback is going
opinion.
to cut off another thing. In the meantime, Payback is going to cut off another finger.
Lilith's gonna look at him and go, "Could you stop doing that? That's rather uncivilized."
Yeah, the man's cooperated enough.
When this is all said and done, I will be needing those.
The fingers?
Yeah.
Eating
Hungry.
or kneading? I'm sorry, I didn't
Kneading.
catch.
Needing those.
I will
be
leave them
eating.
all night.
I'm going to eat my fingers when we're done here.
I mean, auto cannibalism is a thing.
All right, so
I don't know what to say to this.
recording. I'm gonna ask Payback to send the files over DNI, the audio files of like, why'd you kill this man? It's like, why? Reason. Just snippet if you can. Photo evidence.
I just find it weird. He was hungry. That's it. That's the mystery.
Yeah, we're not paid to care.
Especially
I've heard
a
weirder
weird part of that
reasons
is
for
that
someone to eat someone, or
there were
someone
no
to kill
pieces
someone else.
missing
This
from
is
that guy.
downright normal.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's very strange about that. There's no pieces missing from the guy.
Yeah. So, what'd you say, Ajia?
Well, I've heard of weirder reasons to kill someone, but yeah, the lack of pieces missing, it's potentially indicative of, I don't know.
Alright, I want everybody to just give me a logic roll.
Fuse, if it's relevant, I do have parazoology as a knowledge skill.
Yeah, you can roll that.
All right, North America is a specialty.
Yeah, sure.
I have 1 dice to roll.
What? Wow. I'm gonna re-roll that because I don't care. Yeah. 3 on parazoology.
Woody, you think you finally realized what that liquid was?
What's that?
It was saliva.
Saliva.
This guy's a vampire.
Okay. Hold the phone real quick. Real fucking quick. Let me look something up.
Wait, this guy's a...
You don't know that.
No, I mean, out of character, it's like, huh. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, part of the reason Payback's cutting off fingers is he's just curious why this guy's not in pain.
Yeah, that is a Class B paranimal, according to the Harmful Paranimals Act of Quebec, which is where Woody's from.
Huh.
So Woody's just kind of like adjust his gun, not like aim it or anything, just like, huh. So I've hunted a few of your kind up in Quebec, but it's kind of weird to see you down in a.
Also, funny how you have like a Northern Ontario accent for a Quebecois.
I don't fucking know. I'm not from Canada. Woody is.
Surprise, Woody's not actually from Canada.
Yeah, what are you fucking drunk?
What do you want? He starts attacking. I don't know, but Woody does. To be fair, Woody is bilingual and speaks English and French. So, give and take. So Woody's gonna be like, I've hunted a few of your kind up in Quebec, but I didn't. It's kind of strange to see a vampire down in the States, especially in a more populated area. And he says vampire, as if announcing it to the group.
I'm probably not the only one.
Well, yeah, I suppose I appreciate your cooperation. No promises what our Johnson's going to be doing with you, but we're going to be calling this in now. Once right now, I suppose. And he's going to bring up his phone and start dialing it in.
So, does this guy have a chest pocket? Like on his shirt, does he have like a chest pocket?
No. His
No.
clothes aren't good enough for that.
Then he'll.
He only has one working pants pocket.
Then in that case, Payback will just duct tape his 2 fingers on and be like onto his shirt and be like, eh. I guess
Thank
that's
you.
one resolve.
Duct tape his fingers back on.
Well, to his shirt. That's a lot of duct tape.
So
can we just call us in? We did the deed.
yeah, we call the Johnson. I want to see if we can give. I want to see if we can sell the information to the Johnson. If you pay me extra $5,000, I'll tell you right now why he did it.
But I mean,
I would
part
suggest
of the initial payment was figuring out what
No, so we
why
were
you
paid to figure out who did it and to capture who did it. But now I'm offering you're right. It's you'll figure this out later, but I can tell you right now why, and it's a doozy of a reason.
I don't care.
All right. Well, he'll be any particular place you want us to leave him.
Where is he?
Right now he's at the bar, at the restaurant, scene of the crime.
You can leave him there.
All right. He'll be sitting there. How should we expect our payments?
I'll have somebody to collect him. They will hand you your payment.
ETA on that? All right. So, I tell the group, Johnson says he's going to have someone pick him up. Then we'll get our payment then. So I guess we wait.
Until then, it's just you guys and the vampire.
Yeah.
Are vampire teeth a reagent?
I don't know.
They should be.
I know drop bear saliva is.
So, I don't know. We didn't even have to fire his gun this game.
Yeah, I think we've fired exactly 1 bullet.
That's all it took.
This is just like those corporate types. Don't care until it's one of them.
But why this guy? Why a scythe?
because he's an edgy cunt.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
I use the scythe because I'm a follower of death.
Yeah, sure. Did you hear that on your My Chemical Romance album?
Woody's gonna look out of the window and in turn, Death's a follower of you. Or Death follows you.
True. I bring forth the will of death to anyone who gets in my way.
I'm trying to decide if Payback has the composure to not rip the teeth out as a trophy.
What are you, Fleet?
Well, when you have your memory erased, you no longer have a bias for morals or social norms, now do you?
You put those composure dice back in your cup. Stop that.
Y'all are great people.
Well, let's be clear here. Payback is by definition a murder hobo.
A weird time to bring it up, but I realized partway through the run, Woody's does have a sin, a registered national sin, but it is not of the UCAS. So, I don't know what kind of trouble that gets him into.
You're a tourist.
Okay, good, sweet. That is pretty much officially what the case is, also. Yeah,
Yes.
sweet.
Alright, so, like, 10 minutes later, somebody comes in to pick up the vampire.
Alright. You the guy?
They don't say anything, they just hand you a set of cred sticks.
Alright,
25k each, as agreed.
I check the amount.
25k each, as agreed.
Wonderful.
Is payback that one?
No.
Each.
As agreed.
Then they just pick up the chair and walk out the door.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah. Woody just kind of like, it's ironic. These guys sell for way less up in Quebec. Glad I came down.
Just
Like-
a question. What languages does Woody speak?
French and English.
Okay, you got that right.
Yeah, I said that earlier. I'm like, to be fair, Woody speaks French and English. He's bilingual. They're both natural. They're native. They're both native.
Yeah, French is far from natural, as is English.
Natural. I speak the way of the old gods. It's English.
You did it.
Class B paranormals such as the vampire sell for 10,000 F per pelt. And an F is like half of a new yen. So 5,000 new yen per pelt.
Well,
I
that's
thought
just
they
for
sounded-
generic vampires that didn't kill executives at corporations.
That's fair.
Alright, you survived, you completed all the objectives, and the highest opposing dice pool was he tried to dodge once with 12.
Sounds familiar.
How much?
So you got 6 karma.
Wow! 25,000 new yen, as promised. Karma.
I feel like my
You
lie
didn't
was pretty
actually
fucking
know
amazing.
that he was a vampire until after you finished the run, so you don't get good feelings bonus.
That's fair.
Wait. Really? Because I thought Woody identified him as a vampire.
After the run was done. Essentially. Well, is it done? Because we didn't get paid until after we learned.
Like, you had already captured him by that point.
We still see
Yeah,
the
no,
vampire
like-
on the streets.
This guy could have been killed the other guy because, like, I don't know, he was secret Hitler, and we still probably would have turned him over.
God, that would be upsetting. I'll mention that after the recording. But, yeah. I mean, we captured this guy because we were told to, not for any moral, pillars or anything. Like
You had
this
no
man.
idea who this guy was.
Yeah,
But we did
like
improve the community by taking a dangerous murderer off the streets.
I was expecting it to be like, yeah, you were hired by somebody to kill him. It's like, okay, well, now we're hired to get you. So as the gears turn,
No, he just goes out every night to kill somebody. And
Yeah,
it
wasn't-
happened to be this guy that day.
like he goes through the trouble, putting on a mask, using a cloak and scythe, turning the cameras, not very well, but still, he puts the effort in every night.
The
Man.
guy's a serial killer. We took him off the streets. That should count.
What's this 6'5"?
Oh,
I
never,
again, like,
I never put Venus into career mode.
How dare you?
if you actually did find any contact to tell you anything about this guy, you would have found out that he was a serial killer. And that would have gotten you the good feelings bonus, too.
Oh well. I feel
So,
like I personally, even if Lilith does it, I personally have a good feelings about my total bullshit story, which I think was very wonderfully bullshit.
Honestly,
That was pretty great.
that was pretty good. Some rewards should come from that, because that was like a spun tale. It involved most of the group.
Yeah, Lilith gets an extra karma.
Nice.
But I was the goth.
And I was the family friend.
You got it.
And Payback was a ghoul in the building. No.
To be fair, that is pretty summarized what Payback did. Payback did not get the whole band did not get all of you in trouble.
Well, yeah, extra karma. You didn't fuck it up for everybody.
I mean, also
Like,
to be
what
fair,
happens
like
after the run? Does Payback just like pass out again?
No, after the run, Payback is expected to give 4 out of 5 Nuyen to his master.
I
Because
thought,
if he doesn't, the cranial bomb in his head will go off and torment him and leave him.
I thought
It's
sorry.
not an option.
it torments him and does what?
Like, he's got a cranial bomb in his head, and it has various functions. One of them turns him off, like a switch. The other one reduces parts of his brain into vegetable state.
Oh, that's upsetting.
So yeah, he doesn't really have much of a choice. He gets to keep exactly 1 out of every 5 karma or Nuyen he makes.
1 out of every 5 karma. They need that for their free spirit friends.
Yes. But here's the thing that entertains me the most about that. Perception. Surprisingly useful.
Yeah.
Perception.
Really?
It's our eyes into the gaming world.
So,
Yeah, wasn't that like 90% of the investigative work?
Yeah.
What's up, sir? Yeah.
so, I'm spending this, karma and Nuyen on getting my first initiation grade.
Whoa!
And with that initiation grade, I'm getting Ritual, a tune item, a car.
Whoa! Like
Oh,
the chest.
man. You're
And
gonna be spending a month on that.
yeah. And I'm gonna do a little pity roll because I never got to roll drive.
Well, I am going.
maybe have an awesome chase.
Woo!
I said it was going to be an investigation.
Hey, Lilith
I mean, you
was
could
an
investigate with a car. You could stake out.
Venus was an accomplice. She had the right skills at the right time, which is looking like a goth.
Oh wait, I get 2 more dice.
Looking like a punk
Okay.
goth.
But I will
So-
need your Arcana roll.
While that's happening, I'd like to say, so as Fuse said, he's talked to me about that. He ran this run before, and he's talked to me about the run as how it unfolded during. I forgot about it until like a third of the way through this run, and so I'm
Around
sitting
the
there
time
like,
you were investigating the bakery.
I'll edge that.
no, like I remember
You
I
don't
started
need to.
remembering it.
Oh, I don't?
No, it's like threshold is the rating that you're going to, or the
Oh,
initiate
okay.
grade.
I started remembering it like from the first time the word scythe was uttered. Like,
Oh,
yeah, I'm like, so like I was like holding my tongue, like just kind of going off of the words that were spoken from this run. Like, okay, what do we know? What information have we gathered now, and what can we assume from that? So the entire time, like, I knew that the guy, the scythe, was up in the thing, and I knew that the top guy was the guy we were supposed to be investigating, and I knew all that. And as we're investigating the guy in who's smoking weed in the pizza, as we're investigating that guy, it's like, that's going nowhere. I'm like, all right, next logical step, the fucking seal, the rooftop. And then Payback's like, I bet this apartment building is a fucking red herring. I'm like, let's go to the bakery. Let's go to the sewers.
one thing that was fun is that I had no idea what the guy sneaking around in the back was actually doing until you investigated him.
Yeah.
Because last time I ran this, like, the roof guy was first that I said, and then I'm like, oh, wait, I should probably say that there were other people so you don't just immediately know that it was that guy. It's like, oh, now I need somebody who's extra suspicious. It's like, okay, there's someone sneaking in the back. They didn't even look into that guy.
Yeah, and, I gave him a hell of a story.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking
Can I get some-
vampires.
can I do some carpentry rolls for making a new door for this guy?
Sure.
All I have to say is fucking vampires. If he was
Make this an
capable of
extended
stealing-
test. Threshold
Alright.
6 to have a door.
Is this down by 1 each time?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, crit
Vampires
glitch.
Alright,
You managed
how
to
does
cut
the-
yourself on a saw.
Alright, I'll
How
take
does
the damage.
vampires, or, how does the HMV virus present? Like,
Wait, hold
do
on.
they always have to kill their victims, or?
Hold on. They
So-
don't. So, Woody, what is he using with this? Is he using his chainsaw?
Probably.
Alright, so what's chainsaw damage?
Oh,
It's like
God.
12, I think.
Oh
Wait,
boy.
just die. Hold on, let me check.
No, you wouldn't die.
It's 8. 8p.
Alright, so I want you to resist that with no armor.
Alright. No armor. I believe I have 4.
Also, Woody's the only Quebecois on Earth who is not angry about having to use English when he speaks it.
And I'm going to say right now, if you don't resist any of it, you're losing an arm.
I resist the sum of it.
Wow.
So 7 damage.
Alright, so it cuts through a lot of your arm.
Alright. I'll medicine myself.
As
Can
you
I medicine
cut
myself?
your own arm with a chainsaw.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Ask the dice.
You're trying to cut open a door and you accidentally, like, trip and cut your arm with a
Do I
chainsaw.
Why
It's
the
a critical
hell?
glitch.
Why the hell are you using a chainsaw to make a door?
It's an art, man. You wouldn't
Yeah, I
understand.
guess we just done it.
This door is ruined, by the way.
Alright, I'm starting over. I'm not giving up. I'm starting over. I'm going into 6 dice, yeah? I'm going in.
Well, hold on. You don't have 6 dice. Because you just took, like, 7 damage.
I'll medicine myself. I'm gonna medicine myself.
First aid.
First aid myself.
So, like, how much
That's-
essence are you missing?
None. I have
Are
no
you
essence.
awakened?
I have what's the word? Adept. I'm an adept.
So that's a -2.
All right.
You're probably not in great conditions, so that's a -1. And I think self-tending is a -2.
Well, then I have no dice for self-tending. I'm gonna go to a hospital somewhere.
I mean, you
get
still
my
have
arm looked at.
+3 from the rating.
No. Well, okay.
So
What,
if you
what's my
get all
surrounding?
3 hits, you can restore 1.
So is there no minuses for surroundings?
Yeah, that was the -1.
Okay, so
So you're
I'm at 4.
indoors.
I'm at 4, and let's put the -3 as 7. So -1 is 6. -2 because self-tending. -1 because I'm...
-2 for being awakened.
Alright, so I have 1 dice.
And then
So I don't-
+3 for the rating.
No, I already added +3.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna bother, because if it's a 1, I fuck myself up even more.
Yeah, so you should probably go to the hospital.
Yeah, I'm going to the hospital, and then I'm making this door. I said I'm gonna make it! I'm gonna make this door!
You should just use normal woodshop tools.
No! This is an art! He's gonna love this door! It's gonna be mahogany! He's gonna be proud of it! He's gonna ask all his doors to be made by me, and I'm gonna look at him and say, you don't know what I went through, man.
Alright, so you can go ahead and, like, pay for a hospital visit.
Sure, hospital visit. I'll purchase 1 hospital visit.
We'll gloss over it for now, and you can make that extended test again.
The hospital. No, where's
It's somewhere.
Visit.
I think it's
Medical
services.
the
Yeah,
emergency medical visit is 500 new yen, yeah?
probably.
There's emergency and cheap. Those are the 2.
You want a
Oh.
cheap medical visit?
No. Alright, I'm paying emergency visit. Oh, I have now 1 medical emergency visit in my inventory. Go away.
Alright, there you
Alright.
go.
Revving it up. Revving up that saw. Going back to town. Vroom. That's a critical glitch!
That's not a critical glitch.
Okay, it's a glitch.
It's just a glitch.
Alright, it's a glitch. What, fuck up another door?
I don't know. I think
You guys.
sure.
Alright, I'm starting over.
Bye.
3 doors.
I'm keeping this up on stream because this is
3 doors.
fantastic. I'm waiting for you to cut your arm off.
3 doors down. That's 2 successes.
Right?
Alright.
Also,
Here's
since
4
this was
more.
on stream, Quebecois, I appreciate you as a province of Canada,
Oh!
and I don't want you to leave, but
almost.
also you make it very easy to make fun of me.
I'm sorry.
One
sorry.
short and then critical glitch.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god.
I didn't
On the
hear
other hand, I am from Toronto, so basically all of Canada hates me, so take that as you will.
So resist your chainsaw again.
it. Just my face. Whoa!
Well, you can't glitch, but
I
you
hate
you got the 1. So go to the hospital again.
You get back to the ER, probably the same ER.
By the way.
Like,
I
what
cut
the
my arm with a chainsaw again. Again.
Emergency visit purchased. Alright. 6 dice! 6 dice,
And we'll
baby!
figure out later how long you're actually spending in a hospital.
Like out of
Wait,
abject
1,
curiosity. Just out of abject
2,
curiosity. Couldn't you just buy a door?
3. Yes, I could!
I think it's becoming a matter of
or
time.
5.
I need 1 more! No!
Doesn't
Another
work.
door!
Next door.
Wow!
Ooh. Okay. Are you gonna get it? 4th try.
Not a glitch!
Ooh.
Not a critical glitch!
So close.
Not even a regular door.
Resist again.
How much damage have you taken so far?
That puts it up to 21 total. 3 hospital trips.
Hey!
Yeah,
Honest!
technically.
Do you think they write a prescription for a wood shop that does not contain a chainsaw?
4. Is it 3?
5. Critical glitch. It's always after 5.
1 success!
And then
Hospital
1.
visit! Hospital visit!
This is depressing.
2 success! That's a good start! That's good! That's good!
He's gonna try again.
Oh, that's 1 success!
3,
4!
4,
5!
5. This is the one.
Oh!
You did
A
it.
glitch!
But a glitch.
Can I spend it? If I've been in the hospital so long, I have been sleeping for hours. I have an edge. I'm spending an edge on that bitch. You can't tell me I don't have an edge after that. I made a door. It's beautiful.
I really don't know what to say to this.
So does Woody now have some sort of compulsive disadvantage about woodworking?
So he's gone to the hospital 4 times.
I spent so long in the hospital. I show up at this apartment. I'm like, I got your door. He's like, who are you?
You know,
I got that door replaced,
All
man.
right, let me go to his sample contacts.
no. You know what you need to do now?
What?
Take addiction carpentry.
Yeah, it's true, man.
Because you almost sawed off all 4 of your limbs.
No, it was the
And you-
same arm 4 times.
Like, you just kept trying. There's something incorrectly wired up there at that point.
Tell you what, each time he was just like, whoopsie daisy, oh, that's not good.
Like, I just get this image of, like, trying to chainsaw something and it bounces and slams into the same arm, and it's just screaming and flailing while there's, like a gushing of blood flying behind you from the frickin' chain.
No. You see, Woody, he's got, what was it? He's got tough as nails stun, alright? He doesn't care about it
But
nearly
this is physical. Alright, so 17 dice on first aid. So let me roll for first doctor. Right, 3.
We're gonna connect
So
with
now
them
you
and
have to
die.
heal. Alright, they have 19 for medicine.
Whew.
So add that to your body times 2.
You know what I just realized I could have been doing? I could have spent my 6 karma on carpentry and leveled it up. In fact, I'm going to say that, yeah, I've been spending so long carpeting, this is time spent on leveling up my artisan skill.
Good. So roll your body
So
times
7,
2
I'm
plus
just
6.
trying to remember. 7 karma for 25,000 yen or 20,000?
Body times 2 plus 6, you said?
Yeah.
So 8 becomes plus 6. My body really 4? Oh, well. 8 plus 6 is 12. Sorry, what'd you say, Ajia?
Hold on.
Yeah, it's not 12. No, hush. I just made a door. I'm allowed to. Turns out
It's
it was
the
too
blood
small.
loss.
14.
As it turns out,
Alright,
it was-
there you go. So 1 day for that one. Second one. Oh, only 2, so you need 5. You add... Oh, wow. Add 9 to your body times 2.
Alright, so 8 plus 9 becomes 17? No. Yes.
Alright, 1 day for the second one. Third arm. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good.
Alright.
Well, hold on.
How much plus?
So, plus 7.
Plus 7. So, we're down to 15.
You only need to get 2.
Alright.
And the last one.
Ooh.
Oh, last one, they just, like, they know how to
We
do
know
this
this
time.
We know this arm. They have a picture of my arm hanging up in the hallway.
They have 3 x-rays, like, sitting outside of a room. It's like, welcome back, sir.
Still working on that door, huh? You know it!
I'm gonna get
Oh,
it!
yeah! I think I'm sure you will, sir.
I have no words for this.
Alright, so I'm gonna say, like, you spent, like, a week between working on several doors and getting your arm healed.
Like, I could put my dice into so many things. Like, oh, I want to make my shooting better? Yeah. Perception? Oh, yeah. Carpentry? Oh, fuck yeah!
You gotta put your points into not cutting your arm off.
So common
And
sense.
and with that, I'm ending the stream. That would be a thing to spend 6 karma on. But no, carpentry.
Bye!
See y'all next time.